I need a silent fidget. 'Cause my fidget's too loud.
Are my can you hear my fidgets? I know you can see them if you're looking out for them, but
I cannot hear
I
them.
could not.
okay, good. I'm never gonna stop then.
It's
I don't think you guys can hear-
It me that you can't hear my fidgets. Watch this.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There's no sound. There's absolutely no sound.
I knew that.
You can't hear my stuff on Discord, but you can hear it in the audio, and I don't want to mess that up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Should I change my microphone? Oh, there's someone coming.
Oh yeah, you probably can hear my fidgets in the audio.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what-
It's
That
just-
was extremely ominous.
It's just Fluffy.
'cause I'm always
There's
like,
someone
"That's what she
coming.
No
There's someone
elaboration.
coming. Just don't elaborate.
He just goes, "There's someone's coming."
Wait, Brandon, can you move your webcam for a second? To the
Move
left.
where? To the left? This
Your
way
left.
or this
Your
way?
left.
My left? Is
Oh,
that good?
never mind.
Does that
I'm
work for you?
dyslexic. The other way.
What?
This way?
Yeah, we mentioned this earlier. Wushi and Brandon have the same poster. Whoa.
Yeah. We got the same
What?
Mario poster,
Yeah, I've had that.
and you can see my
I think
line
I-
of amiibos.
I think I got it for a
Holy-
birthday, maybe like my 7th birthday. I don't know. Oh wow.
It extends further. It's
Well,
there's more up here that you can't see.
I like how
But-
it's like you sort of got like a square indent thing on the in between your wall and your ceiling, and it's pretty cool. But instead of like it being normal architecture, it's just like amiibos. That's really
It
cool.
is. I thought I sent the video of that. I have a video of like all of them.
You did
so
send
far.
that, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is my only amiibo.
Ow.
Is Toad, and I've only ever used him to
Good
copy
choice.
me.
Good choice, Wushi.
My goal is to get it to
Boring.
go all across the entire room. That's my goal. But
Whooshy.
We're getting
not
there.
whooshy.
We're getting there.
Brandon has all of the money.
I don't have all of the money. Actually, that's what people think. Cause like, how do you buy all those amiibos? I don't like just go on the internet and buy them. I actively look for like really like cheap sales for them on eBay, or like sometimes on like other stores they'll be like discounted. I only buy them when they're like severely discounted.
Right, you got to
So.
find Toad for what he's worth. $5.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, people on eBay will sell them for super cheap every once in a while, and then that's usually when I get them.
You guys like eat?
I always thought it would be fun. I think it would be great to get. I watched a YouTuber who did like custom amiibos with clay. I always thought it'd be fun to do
yeah.
that. That'd be a good way to.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. He was called Cudgel. I really liked his video. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but
Cudgel, like from hit game Super Paper Mario.
Super Paper Mario?
Whoa.
Did somebody just mention the best-selling game of all time, Super Paper Mario?
Everyone's
No, the
played
best-
it.
Number 1 in the charts?
the best game of all time as well. You can take selling out of that, and it still applies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is something that I don't think about enough. Things like that is like just fun things you can create and sell them for money. But more importantly, you're creating cool things.
Yeah, no, we got clay to play around with a while ago to make fun stuff, and it's so fun making little clay characters, and I would love to buy little cheap amiibos, take the guy off, and then put my own guy on there.
Hell yeah.
Or alternatively, my grandma's got a 3D printer, and I haven't had anything to use it for yet, but I know how to do the modeling
3D
stuff,
I
so
want a
I hold a
3D
lot of
printer.
power. I hold a lot of power right now.
I want a 3D printer so bad. Wish you don't understand how bad I want a 3D printer.
I had to use a 3D printer, I think, like 2-ish years ago for something, and for the life of me, I could not get that thing to work. And it caused me so. I got it eventually, but it was a whole thing, and I had to have like a coworker who knew more about it than I did help me
Right.
figure out what the hell I was doing.
Like I have a low tolerance for things not working and just really annoying complicated things, but I will learn it. My
Oh, yeah.
I'll learn it.
I am a
something's too
stubborn-
hard. Give up. Give up.
No.
I am a stubborn little freak when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, that's why I put myself in Mario Kart Wii in like 2022.
Yeah.
That's just how I rock and roll. I do not want to be defeated by this task. Unless
Right.
I'm actively really bored by it, then I'll be defeated all I want.
It's valid. That's valid.
Wacko, you ever tried a software you know nothing about and just made one thing in it and you want to like build skills in that thing later, but you don't know when? That's me.
No,
this is
usually if
really-
I'm starting to use it, it's because like I'm planning to do more.
Yeah.
This is
It's
really
very rare that I like open a thing with no plans.
This is really relating to a topic that I was gonna bring up in my episode, which is our next one, and it would be such a perfect transition, and now I can't use this.
What does it have to like? Well, like Blender is a
then.
perfect example of that for me. Because Wushi knows that like I tried it out to make that thing in the video, and I made a final thing in it, and now I've just been looking for the opportunity to get back into it.
I love Blender so much. It is such a rewarding thing to get yourself involved in.
I have messed with Blender a few times. I've made
Oh, nice.
maybe like 4 renders in my entire life on Blender, like, and they were all just sporadically throughout my life. Like none of them were back to back. It's just one day I'd have an urge to open Blender and like try to make a render, and I would do it, and it's like it's complicated, but once you like understand the basics of what you need to do, everything else mostly falls into place.
Exactly.
Right.
You just need to know your way around, really, and just have
Yeah.
a vision. You desperately need to have. If you don't have a vision, then the
You
whole
all-
thing falls
you know what
apart.
else
You
you
need to know exactly what you want.
Okay, you know what else you desperately need?
What?
RAM. Which
RAM
is something
too.
I do not
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
And,
that's
well,
bad
it's kind of
timing
the
on
like
that.
Funny
really
thing
bad
about
timing.
that.
Yeah, like
I was just
you know, like anything that actually includes all the texture mappings, I can't view it for and like actually move around in it without it slowing down, like to just unusable levels.
I was just the way I found out about this whole RAM situation is I was talking to my buddy like, yeah, you're doing all this 3D animation. It might be worthwhile investing in some more RAM for my computer, and that was the day I learned.
That was the day I made the unfortunate discovery.
Like even DaVinci, like I have to basically live in quarter quality video playback.
I mean,
And even
I
that slows
have a
down a
good
bit.
computer. Everything I want to do, it's usable for. But down the road, I'm gonna need to get like upgrade eventually, and that terrifies me.
Like
I got my new PC last October, and I bought all the pieces separately, and my brother knows more about assembling computers than I do, so he was helping me with that, and I got mine set up. It's been working pretty well. It gets dusty fast though. I got
that's
like
great.
7 fans, 8,
Oh, yeah.
9 fans in this thing, and it's just blowing dust everywhere. I got to dust it out here soon, probably this weekend or something.
Some things collect dust even when you use them, and others don't.
Yeah.
But,
Do you guys have like a duster? They get very dusty.
Yeah,
I want a
I'm
duster.
gonna take this almost apart sometimes eventually and kind of use the air
Yeah.
can thing. And
but yeah, I'm.
Oh, you had to use a small air. I just used my whole vacuum last night. I was just like,
my whole vacuum, I put my whole vacuum in there and just
well, I didn't put the. I did use the hose.
But yeah,
I put
I'm
the
with
entire vacuum in there.
I'm with you, Wushi.
That's racist.
That terrifies me. Is it's like I don't even know if I'm gonna have all the money to put into that kind of thing when there's so many other things I'm trying to do.
It's just a stinky situation because I know that there's a lot that I can do with Blender, and I know that there's just so much that my videos in my projects could be if I had more RAM, and I don't want to be limited by a high price on that when all the all the capabilities are there. I have everything I need except for except for a fast computer, which my
Yeah.
computer is already decent. I'm just saying, like, if I ever want to do something too crazy, I'm limited, and that sucks.
Yeah.
You think about did you want to get like a Windows computer, or are you doing Mac?
So I currently have a Windows. I don't know what that
Okay.
means for me.
Get a Chromebook.
I mean, I would say because usually for like business stuff, like anything creative, usually Macs are usually the best for, because they're designed specifically for that thing. Like they just work because every component is put together specifically, all in-house. It's all one company putting their own parts together. So from what other people say, because I don't own a Mac myself, but from what I've heard from everybody else who has
Right.
one, is that Macs are the best for anything like creative, any business, any job that is like editing or designing, any creative process. Macs are usually the best for. And then Windows is a more all-arounder. It can do more things. It's like jack of all trades, master of none, where it can
Right.
still do a lot of that stuff, but not to the same extent that like a Mac could, essentially. But Windows can still do that stuff pretty well. The only problem with that is like most computers that use like Windows or even Linux, they're all made up of like bunch of different components by a bunch of different companies and brands. So that obviously means it's prone to more issues and prone to like not being able to run things as well. Whereas obviously with like Mac and Apple, like all those components were all made by one company. So they were, engineered
Yeah.
from the beginning to all work in tandem and be,
It's simpler. You don't have
almost
to-
flawless.
You don't have to homebrew it a bit.
Yeah,
I-
basically.
Really, I just need to hope that my computer can handle rendering animations that are long enough.
Yeah.
Because I've only rendered like smaller test animations so far. So that if I can't do anything like above like 3 minutes, I'm gonna have problems.
I mean, even in my case, like I'm a big environment guy. If I were hired to be a 3D model guy, I would be put on environments and not character animation. But even that is like I the one time I tried rendering in Blender, it was like it freaked out and had a temper tantrum and died. So
Exploded.
so
See, I don't know.
I didn't even, what I ended up doing was I didn't even render it. I just made it look as good as I could just in the software itself, and just screenshotted that, because I was like, I don't have time for this.
If you just need an image, that's fair.
Yeah.
I do that too, especially since like I like to mess around with crazy, like insane lighting in my environments. I've been doing that for a project I have in the oven right now, and it's great, but it takes forever to render. It takes so long. It's bad.
Wacko,
Yeah,
what are you doing over there?
Note taking.
Uh-huh.
What are you?
What
What
kind
are
of
you writing
notes?
down? What notes?
I'm writing down an event that I want to be a part of next Saturday, because Stone Skona's gonna host cartoons, and I wanted to be there, and I
Ooh.
missed it last time.
I
what did
also
miss
I did.
last
I
time?
also missed that
yeah,
too.
I feel bad about that, because I didn't realize I misread like 7 and 8 as AM instead of PM, because that's normally like when they have that kind of thing. Maybe I don't know, and if I had known, I probably would have been there. But also, I'm also never there to begin with, because that time is when I go to church. So I
Yeah.
don't have
No.
any Saturday morning cartoons experience in my life.
Well,
I
he
miss
wanted
Saturday morning
like
cartoons.
he knew that people wouldn't be able to make it to Saturday morning cartoons because no one ever went. So he was gonna do Saturday like evening cartoons. That's why it was at night. But it was set for I think 6. But then he didn't host it until like 8, and I don't know why. And then like it was still going on when I got on at like 10. And I was like, how is this happening? I don't know what you guys have done. But no,
It's
I was very busy Saturday.
I was somewhere else completely, so I couldn't join if I wanted to.
It's
I
like
just
every
always
Brandon.
miss the events on the public server.
Discord
Yeah.
user expected to be there in the morning.
Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
do you you see that in my background?
Oh, you still managed to put it there? I was like,
What am I looking at?
Wait.
No, it's not
I
the calendar.
didn't even
it's
look
not
at
the
it.
calendar.
Oh, okay. I just
not the
assumed
calendar.
it
You're
was
gonna
the
send that
calendar.
to me.
I
Honestly.
thought you were
not
gonna
there
send that to
anymore.
me. I'm still waiting.
No, I have other plans for the calendar. Do you know what this is, Brandon? Not the stupid calendar that we kept showing off in previous videos. This thing, which the audience can't see, because if they could see, they still wouldn't know what it is. So it doesn't really matter. But Brandon, do you know what this is?
I see something that looks like it says tan.
Mm-hmm.
Ian? Pickman? Pickman
yeah.
too?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
It's Catan.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I see. Are you gonna bring that with you
Yes.
when we all hang out?
Yes, he has said this multiple
Yeah,
times
Brandon,
to
do
me.
you want to play Catan?
Okay. Yeah. I'll play Catan. I will do that.
Yay! Awesome.
I don't know why you thought I
Awesome.
wasn't gonna. I said every
This
time
has
that
been
we'd
built
do
up
it.
so much.
Still.
What do you mean build up? I told him multiple times. I was like, yeah,
Well, no,
when we see each other
Well,
again,
no, I mean,
we're gonna play
just
Catan.
it's
And then
playing
he would
Catan.
go, yeah, and then I would be like, cool. And then the next time would come up and he'd ask me again, like I didn't just answer his question.
I want to double check. I had plans today.
I think we're
and I
past the
forgot we
double
had plans.
checking. It's been more than just double.
Well, I wanted to make sure you didn't forget. Did you forget?
Okay. I haven't.
I want to make
forgotten.
sure that
I
you're
haven't
excited
forgotten.
for it when it finally happens, because we're meeting
I'm
up in June.
I'm so excited.
Did we-
So excited.
Did we do an intro?
Yeah.
No, we didn't even
No.
introduce Brandon.
Do you want to do the intro? It's not too late. It's not too late.
It's all Simon Cat's fault. It's his episode.
Yeah.
do-
Simon, do the intro right now. Go.
Do we need an intro?
Go.
What's up?
Do it.
What's
Go.
up, guys?
Go.
I'm Brandon. This is my guest, Wacko and Wushi,
Eh,
and I don't know who Simon Cat is.
it's really an honor to be here after all this time.
The audience can't see it, but I'm waving.
I'm
They'll
I
never
am
get this
recording
visual. They'll
so
never get it in their life. It'll never happen. But I'm doing it right now.
I'm gonna put that in the video, so they can see it, and it will be
Just to
wrong.
spite you.
Because
This is
I
why
am
we turn our
recording
webcams on
videos,
just
yeah.
in case.
So now
Alright, well.
all those secret things that you were doing that you didn't
Oh,
want
they're gonna see
anyone
my awkward bed lump. That's definitely not all my laundry hidden under my blanket because I forgot to do it.
In my,
forgot to put it up.
in my previous episode, I included our webcams, and when I was watching it back, something I realized is, at the beginning of the video, we were perfectly in sync, but the further out it got, like the more off sync our webcams got, and I don't know
Yeah.
how that happened.
Yeah.
I know every
It's
single
probably
time
Discord lag.
I like edit. The Discord audio is always like slightly slower than Simon specifically. And I
weird.
don't know. It's like he's recording at like 1.00001% speed or something like that. I don't know.
I
Interesting.
think we just, if we're gonna use our webcams for a project, we just need to record everything on OBS.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
which is what I'm doing.
He's just recording the whole screen.
Yeah, I
Moving at like
I
2 frames per second.
Like what you can
Bruh.
see right now, my virtual camera, I like grabbed that and put it over top of where mine would be, very my camera would be on Discord very sloppily, and I'm just gonna edit it later.
Dude, you're
That's
also in the
valid.
Me Creator Discord server.
Well, yeah, you won't see that
Discord server.
unless I decide
Oh wait,
to show
actually, I
it.
know what you're talking. I've seen that before. I was in that for a little bit, actually.
It's-
It's a really
I know what
cool
that is.
project.
I know what that is.
Where
Yeah,
you make
yeah,
memes
yeah.
on your computer, but they're like gonna do some like thing where you can like explore Woohoo Island together or something. That's what I'm interested in, but they haven't released that yet.
Yeah, I
That
Once
looks
that
very
releases,
I
exciting.
though,
like
we gotta
creator. I'm a fan
hop
of that
on
project.
Woohoo Island.
Yeah, because like people don't realize that the quote unquote me series, whatever you want to call it, the hodgepodge of games that have me's in them has a fandom
The
now.
Miris.
It's like there's a
Of course
Like,
it
people
does.
like that.
Of course it does.
um
It's all led by Simon Cat.
Yes, Simon Cat and George are the leaders.
I'm telling you, if they just drop like a me themed 3D platformer or something, it's money bags. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much potential with that they just don't.
George and I will be
they don't do anything with.
the faces
They're
of it.
trying to move away from Mies.
They have
would you
been,
do
but
that?
then they brought them back because the reaction to Switch Sports
That's
was
true.
so negative. For
And,
them
like,
not having me.
The Tomodachi Life, there's so much hype around that. Everyone's buying that.
Yes,
Everyone's
every-
gonna
Yeah,
get
Like
that.
we're all hyped about Tomodachi Life.
I'm very excited. I'm so
I am too.
excited.
Like
I'm so
it
excited.
was like people didn't really expect like this series to be like one that like people really like the in the same way that the other Nintendo series people like them, but then suddenly you have Wii Sports Resort as the backbone of it, and you have in 2020 a bunch of people making a bunch of videos about it, and then you have Tomodachi Life and Miitopia, which are the real driving force of it now.
I mean, if you just look at the prices for the game, the 3DS game on eBay,
Yeah.
you just it tells the whole story basically. And
I didn't even-
people want that game.
And I didn't even play Tomodachi Life, which is so maybe I shouldn't be the leader. George should be. I'll just give it to him. But
He would be. Hey, that game was like a good fourth of my 3DS childhood. That was one of the main ones I played.
It's such a
That-
great game to like. You have a group chat with your friends where you all send screenshots of like, what your Mii's are doing.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
perfect
it's one of those
game
games
to
where
experience
it's like
alongside others.
when that comes out, when Animal Crossing comes out, whenever the next like game like that comes out, that's a thing that we're all gonna get it, and we're going to play it at the same time, and that's what's gonna make it.
That's
special.
what makes the game so great.
Yeah.
Playing
Sure.
it alongside others.
Because
I need to pre-order it. I actually haven't done that yet.
Because like living in the place where I do, like I quickly located and became friends with the only other two people that knew what a Tomodachi Life was.
The pasta game.
Yeah, the pasta game, spaghetti and lasagna. But
the
game.
pasta game.
but like we're like our producer Ventus, like where he lives. Where he lives in Canada, a place that
Whoa, a mythical realm.
I like how Canada is like we just pretend Canada is a specific place when it's
Well-
actually huge. We're like, yeah, he lives like over there. And
He
that one
lives
place
right over
Canada,
there
you
in
know, you may
like
have heard of
somewhere
it?
in the side of Canada.
Yeah, my point is that it is it's a mythical realm where people actually like there's a bunch of people. I can't
Sorry,
get this
it's
thought
a
out.
mythical realm
I can't get
full of
Canada's
dancing
a
fairies and mushrooms the size of Godzilla.
Yeah.
To be fair, they drink they drink sugary syrup, and it snows every day.
That
And
is
there's
a pretty mythical
giant.
land.
There is giant horses. There's like deer. They're like 3 times the size of deer that are eaten by orcas and will break your car if you run into them.
Giant-
This is not a real
Giant
place.
horses.
And they
giant
play a
horses.
sport where you grab this big stick and you actually that's pretty normal actually, but
Whose stick are we
They
grabbing?
play
What?
sports. How weird. What?
Something about grabbing sticks? That's what they do?
Yeah, just how I like it. Just
Okay.
how-
you guys hear you guys
Does
heard
that
of-
make me Canadian?
you guys heard of
We
cheese
dude,
wheel
dude, I
frying?
went to over the weekend was my sister's birthday. Happy birthday. We went to this place, and it's like an it's
Oh no.
No, finish
It's a
the story.
Japanese place. It's a Japanese place, and but there's this shrimp there that my dad orders every time we go, and it's like spicy shrimp, and it's called bang it's called bang bang shrimp. I don't know why. And my uncle asked if I liked it. I was like, no, I don't like bang bang shrimp, but I like to bang bang, if you know what I mean. And he looked at me like I was an idiot.
Well, do you?
So stupid.
I thought this was gonna I thought this
Did
was
he?
somehow
I assume he knew what you meant then?
I have no idea. I didn't ask follow-up
You know what I
questions. was
mean?
on the
You know
floor.
what I mean?
I said it, and then I was on the floor, dude.
He's an uncle. He probably did. I thought this was somehow going to turn into third T.
No, Brandon, do you know the T joke?
I don't know the T joke. Please enlighten me.
Every time, this is actually the joke started at that restaurant.
Oh, did
by
it?
the
Wow.
Way. When I go out to eat, recently I've been getting a lot of water, but I used to drink sweet tea, which is a southern delicacy. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I have.
And I also get very bored at restaurants when everyone's just like sitting waiting for their food. I'm like, well, I could sit here and do nothing, or I could just drink the tea. And so I just drink all of it in like 5 seconds. I'm like, well, I'm bored again. And then they refill it, and then I drink all of it in the next 5 seconds because I was bored. And that's the only reason. And so like very quickly, I have like 3 glasses of tea. And when the third one comes, I'm like, hey, look, it's my third tea. I must have been thirsty.
You know what?
And-
It's ringing a bell.
everyone hates it. It's gotten to the point where everyone like rolls their eyes when I say it, which makes it so much funnier.
Right when you said
I
the
love it.
punchline, like I got like this sudden like flash of
Visceral
deja
reaction.
vu. Like I suppressed the memory because it was so bad, and it like forced its way back out into
Hey,
the
Brandon?
front of my brain.
Brandon, do you know how many
No,
stripes
we're
there
not.
are on an American
No,
flag?
not that one.
Do I know
That
how many
one's
stripes
banned.
there are on a what?
I'm shutting this down. That one's
On an
banned.
American flag?
Uh,
No.
No, I know what this is. It's a 6'7" joke. You wanna know why?
No!
Because I listened to your previous episode.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
No, why'd
Yeah.
you listen? You
Yeah.
spoiled it. You
Yeah.
spoiled it.
Wacko,
Darn.
Wacko, you really had me. You know, the tea joke is genuinely like the more I hear that repeated, the funnier that gets. And then you had to go and ruin it.
Yeah.
With a joke that becomes less funny the more I hear it.
Well, I had to like I didn't want you to like think too highly of me. That like that
Oh,
makes
don't
the
worry. Don't
dynamic
worry.
here
That won't
lopsided.
ever happen.
You're welcome. I did that unintentionally. You're welcome.
Okay,
I had
I'm
a
glad
thought
you
about
did. I'm
Canada,
glad-
didn't I? Oh yeah.
Yeah, what about Canada?
It,
Oh, a
it
thought.
was this mythical realm.
You can continue the sentence
Yeah.
past that point.
I should.
Oh,
I
wait,
should
yeah,
stop
no, that
referring
wasn't
to
the
it
end.
Like that, if I want to not laugh immediately. But it's a place where, at least where in the city he lives in, where people actually, a lot of younger people are actually into the same kinds of like. There's this video game like culture. Like a lot of people play video games and play, more importantly,
Yeah,
play
like
video
America
games.
where there are no nerds.
No, but like they
Yeah,
play
yeah.
video games together, and it's this community thing that you don't get in the middle of nowhere, cornfields.
That's fair.
And it's kind of cool because
Is
I've
that all
never
we are to
experienced.
you? Cornfields?
That's where he
Yes,
lives.
that is where
Is that all we are
that
to you?
is where I live.
Is that all you see us as? Just cornfields?
Back when I
That's
was
where
in
we
community
all
college,
live.
sometimes if I was bored, I would like bring my Switch to college, and then in between classes, I would just like hook it up to the TV in the student lounge, and we'd have like group Smash Bros games, and it was like actually really cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. I used to have something like that in high school. It was an after-school club thing. It was like Super Smash Brothers Club or something like that. It'd be in one of the teachers' classrooms. He was very chill. And I remember thinking I was the hottest because I thought I was so good at that game. Like, because I never fought anyone, right? I just fought CPUs. And the first guy in there, he like greets me. He's like, "You want to play a match?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll play a match. I'll kick your." And I think I was like talking myself up too. I thought I was like, I'm pretty sure I was like smack talking him. I was like, he doesn't know what's about to hit him. He has no idea.
Yeah, and you got
It was
humiliated.
3-0. It was 3-0,
Yeah.
and not on my side. So. That was very humbling. It was very humbling, and it was very sad.
That happened to.
But I
to
learned-
me
I learned
too.
my lesson.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
I wasn't the way Brandon was about it because Brandon's just too cool. But
Oh, obviously.
Exactly.
Obviously.
but they were like most of the time when I play Smash with other people, it's with like the pasta boys I mentioned, spaghetti and lasagna, and they were, and I was usually the best out of those three, and then this other guy my age, from West Virginia started coming every now and then
West Virginia.
to summer camp, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we should play," and then he destroyed me over and over again. And it
Smash
was
Bros
really
is just
fun.
not something that you can take pride in because there's always going to be
Yes.
people that you absolutely destroy, and there's always going to be people that you are terrified of.
Exactly.
There was one classmate I remember. He was also in the club, and we were playing a lot. And I think we played an online match one time when we weren't on club. It was like during the weekend or something. He wanted to play an online match, and I was like, okay. And he was King K. Rool, and I was playing as Sonic. And I played as Sonic specifically, one, because I like Sonic, and two, I know he hates people who play as Sonic because he finds that character. He thinks that character's like a joke because I guess like his moveset isn't the best or something. Well, needless to say, I kicked his as Sonic, and he found that as he found that as like a huge insult to his ego that I beat him as Sonic. So he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Well, I came into school that next day. He didn't say anything. He just looked at me like, and then he just walked away. I was like, I'm sorry, man. Get better? I don't know.
Skill issue?
Skill issue?
Yeah, he was
exactly.
playing as K. Rool. I love K. Rool. That should have been easy.
Yeah,
for
K.
him.
Rool's good.
Well,
yeah, I like K.
to
Rool
be fair,
too.
he was playing as K. Rool, which is like I don't know much, but I don't think that's a good matchup for K. Rool. So
Yeah, I think I definitely like
Sonic
playing
is
as the
a slippery
faster
little fella,
characters.
too.
Sonic and Toon Link are definitely my mains.
Stop. Don't talk down Brandon's accomplishment. He won, fair and
no,
square.
I-
Don't be
no,
like, oh,
I was
you had the
I was,
advantage.
No, I was.
I know the extent of my abilities. You don't have to hype me up. I know.
Yeah, you're right. Brandon would have lost if he didn't play as King K. Rool. You're right.
Well,
Brandon.
I was
plays
saying.
King K. Rool. What
I
are you
was
talking
more so
about?
saying.
No, if the other guy
the,
did.
the other guy
That's
was.
true.
It was on him for picking K. Rool.
That is true. I didn't know any of the matchups
Yeah.
then, though. I still don't,
So-
honestly.
I
I was just like, I just like Sonic.
I do like playing as fast characters. I remember at one point, I just thought it'd be funny if I tried to get really good at Little Mac because of his awful recovery.
my God.
And when you're actually like good with him, he is really fun because he's such a slippery, fast little fella.
Slippery little fella.
I-
I love being a
I
slippery
love
little
Toon
fella.
Link. Toon Link
Toon
has
Link is
been
great.
my
He's the
main
best
for the
Link.
longest.
That's a cool character.
He's the fastest one. He's got the smallest range with his sword, but I like the boomerang and the bomb and all that.
I
Fun
think
stuff.
U-Void
It's like I know Young Link has that too, and Link does too for in the extent, but I like the way Toon Link controls more because he's faster and more slippery.
I think
I'm
friend of
just
the show-
completely
oh,
torn
sorry.
between Luigi, any of the Mii fighters, and K. Rool. Those are my top picks.
I can't play as slow, heavy
The Mii
characters.
fighters, jeez.
I love the
drives me
Mii fighters.
crazy.
I love the Mii fighters, man.
Yeah, you're listening to a lot of the characters I play as well. I played Yoshi in Brawl. I never owned Brawl, but I played Yoshi in Brawl, and then in Ultimate sometimes I play Isabelle as well. Which like I think about you like Void, friend of the show. Like I think he's into Smash a lot. I think, and he I'm sure if he watched this, he would be like shaking his head like, what are these guys talking about? But that's why this is
Yeah,
so fun.
we're not experts.
Yeah.
SMH my head.
SMH my head.
I like
When
Lincoln
people
saying
say okay,
SMH
when
my
people
head.
say SMH my head, they're saying shake my head, my head.
I know that's why it's funny.
Yeah, but he's like
SMH my head. That's why I also say like rip in peace.
rip in peace.
It's just saying it twice. It's just funny.
I forget what it was. There was like this like person that like would say things wrong, and he said something, and then I tried to correct him. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that like it wasn't like a small thing. It was something that like actually meant a different thing. Like I think he wrote like 1000,000. Like he wrote 1,000, then said 1,000 or something like that. And I'm like, hey, you just said 1,000,000. That's a different number than 1,000. Like that means a different thing.
That's 2,000.
And he's like, oh, I bet you hate it. And he's like, no, it doesn't. But he's like, I bet you hate it when people say ATM machine. And I'm like, no, because ATM machine is like redundant, but it doesn't mean a different thing. But 1,000 thousands is a different number than 1,000. You're just wrong here, dude.
That reminds me
I get it.
of how I learned what the word masturbate meant.
Oh God!
Wait, have you told this story before?
Brandon!
Wait,
Oh God!
I haven't heard this. Wait.
It's really funny though, because it was just like I can't remember what kind
Raise
of
the age rating.
I can't raise the age rating. Yeah, you know.
This is
Put an
like the
18 plus symbol in the corner.
Yeah, this is
Eh.
Arcanex the
Arcanex After Dark.
yeah.
Oh God. God.
It
new
wasn't
toy.
even that crazy. It was literally just like I heard it in a video. I was watching YouTube with like my sister and I were watching YouTube, and we were just scrolling through random videos, and one of them was like this. I can't remember. It was like a funny compilation of something. I can't remember. I think it was like a video game compilation or something. And one of the guys in the video just used that word casually as like a joke. And I didn't know what it meant at the time. And I was like,
Oh no.
I was probably
This
like
is-
12,
This
11
is always
or
the
12.
worst way to. I know
Yeah,
exactly where this is
Unrestricted
going.
internet
I
access.
can
Yeah,
see-
the best way to learn
I can
things.
see where this is
So,
going.
my sister turned to me and she's like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "I don't know what that means."
That's
And
what you
so
said.
to not look dumb, because one thing I didn't want to do when I was young was look stupid. I failed miserably. However, this attempt, I was like, I know what that means. It obviously means being bad at video games, because it was a video game related, YouTube video we were watching. So I made up a definition on the spot to not look dumb in front of my sister. And so we thought it was a funny word to use all the time. So we kept saying it. And when I said we kept saying it, I didn't just mean at home. We said it in public spaces, especially the Walmart we went to a lot.
Especially
So,
Walmart.
like, literally out loud, we'd be saying that word out loud and, like, making jokes and stuff. And I don't know how we got away with saying that for so long before, like, either my parents caught on to it. But I just remember one time we were on a road trip, and, like, I was playing on my 3DS or something. And she, like, I think my mom or something turned over to me to, like point something out to me or have me go grab something. And I turned to her and I said, "I can't do that right now. I'm trying to masturbate." Because I was trying, in my head, I was saying, like, I can't do that right now. I'm gaming. That's what I meant. Because in my own head, I knew I made up the definition too, but I said it so many times to a point where, like, I convinced myself that's what the word meant. Her face.
So in your world, it means being bad at a game.
I think it's like being like intense gaming, like locked
Intense
in or
gaming,
something
okay.
like that.
Do you know, like, I learned so much sex ed because of Google Feud and, like, autofill answers. I'm like, oh, when people type in stuff, I'm like, oh, what does that mean? Let me look up what that means. And then just over and over again, I was like, well, now I know everything. It was not
Brandon,
good.
I know it all.
I have a question. Is this what you mean when I say I'm about to go?
Yeah.
I'm about to win a game. That's what he's saying.
No, exactly. Yeah, every time I'm about to win, I just go, "I'm about to go."
For those that are uninitiated, the umbrella come is a reference to an old Instagram reel
Yeah,
that
something
Brandon
like
was
that, yeah.
obsessed with.
And I mean obsessed.
Okay,
like I
obsessed is a strong
Well,
word.
I mean-
I just found
No.
it really funny for like 2 weeks straight.
That's like me with the flag joke.
Well, I like because I joined call and him and Smash Max are repeating it for like half an hour. It's like,
I'm about to go.
the same thing happened with 3D Lane, like to your house. In
Oh my god, I
3D
forgot
Lane.
about that. Oh my god, I said that
Your
all the
house.
time.
In 3D
That was like right
your
after.
house
I think I
in
joined right
3D
after you
land.
guys recorded that too.
I think it was,
Yeah.
yeah. No, because it was when we did that video where we had to make the funny skit under a certain amount of time. That's where I think I saw it from. And then after I saw that video, I kept quoting it
There were
for
so
like
many
maybe a month or two
Iconic
straight.
things that came from that, like Wario Crib came from that.
Mario Crib.
Mario
God.
Crib. It's a show made by our good friend Stone.
Yeah.
Stone.
Right, and I
Friend
pointed
show.
this out with strangely good voice acting. Like, unreasonably
Yeah.
good.
Where we
It's
always
well
go.
produced, man.
Walmart.
Well, we
I still
always
say
go.
that. I still say that every time I go to
It's
Walmart.
a great
We
quote.
said,
It is.
We
It
say that
is.
all the time in the car at too many games.
Yeah,
Speaking of-
where we always go.
Speaking of
Walmart.
you
Walmart.
you just reminded me, or you reminded me earlier when you were talking about how you were saying masturbate in Walmart. It reminded me of what happened the other day.
Oh God, what happened the other day? Wait.
So if anyone's hung out with me, Simon could probably contest this.
Whoever has had the unfortunate pleasure of hanging out with you.
Unfortunate pleasure.
I've gotten to the point where I stopped caring if I'm doing something embarrassing if I think it's funny. I will just do stupid stuff in public because I think that it's funny and I hope someone finds it funny. And so
My
the other
question
day-
is why you think that's new information. to
let
us.
me continue. This is relevant. It's relevant.
Continue.
So,
Continue. I'm
the other
sorry.
day-
Continue.
I was with this one friend of mine, and I got a text, and this other friend of mine was like, "Hey, can you buy me a pregnancy test?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll run to Walmart and pick up a pregnancy test." And so I go to Walmart with this girl. It's not for her, and I'm like, "We're gonna go buy a pregnancy test for this third person, this other girl," and I go to where the pregnancy tests are, and it's in a locked box. And like, oh, you have to like call over a Walmart employee. So I press the button, and then they're not coming. I press it again, they're not coming. And I realize that in the container there's pregnancy tests, but there's also condoms. So I just start yelling out in Walmart, "Help! I need a condom! Help! I need to buy condom!" Just repeatedly until the girl that was with me walks away. She's like, "I cannot stand here while you do this." And I'm like, "But I need them to open the container." And it was so stupid, but it made me laugh. I was like on the floor, and then people walk over and they're like, "Oh my gosh, did you fall?" And I'm like, "No, I did not fall. I did not fall." It was very funny. I think I was the only one that found it funny.
That was a valid reaction. I mean, they weren't. You were calling for help. They weren't approaching. You had to escalate the situation. I get
Exactly.
it. I get it.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
this is
It
was
makes
valid.
sense.
this is the same guy who at Too Many Games asked the what. This wasn't a cop, but it was like.
Oh god.
It was. I think we
Yeah.
already told this story. We definitely already told this story, but it was like. Officer.
This random
worker,
dude from this
yeah,
establishment. I don't know what you'd call it, but like a public building. We were talking to him, and he was like, "Where are you guys going?" I'm like, "We're going to this convention." He's like, "Oh, you guys play games?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." He's like, "What game do you like?" And I stand
Yeah.
there, and I look at my friends, and I look at his face, I look him in the eye, and I go, "Have you heard of the Messenger?" Because I saw
my
the
favorite
opportunity, and I knew I had to take
As-
it. I knew
Wacko,
it.
was so
as
good,
soon as
dude.
you said that, Scone and I were just in the corner of the room, and we just looked at each other as soon as you were about to say it, and we were like, "No way, he's about to say
He's
the
gonna say
messenger."
it. Dude, it was so set up
Well,
perfectly.
I think the
had
best-
to. I had to.
I think the best part about that moment was that I think you sold him on it.
That was the
He
Chick-fil-A,
seemed
right?
interested.
That was the Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, I did it again. And
Oh,
we
was
went to
that another
Chick-fil-A, and I was
time?
like, "Oh, you guys at the convention?" No, yeah, we went. This was before. Like, we did it
Oh.
again at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's
when the
the
guy was
one
like,
I
"Oh, wait, what
remember.
game do you guys like?" Yeah, you were there for that one. You weren't there for the first one. It was
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Okay.
It was at Chick-fil-A. You just talk to a guy.
Have you heard of the messenger?
Cause like
Well,
we were,
he
cause
was
like half of us
interested.
were in blue shirts and cosplay. He could tell we were going to Too Many Games.
Something was up. Something was up.
He was like, "These guys are losers. What are they doing?"
But yeah, no, he was cool. It was like, oh yeah, I would have gone if I didn't have to work, which is also what the Target employee said the year before, because he went to Target.
Exactly. Yeah, because the year before we went to Target to buy this like
CD
stupid
player.
green thing. Yeah, we were gonna like go give it to Ant Dude.
Oh, that's
So we gotta
right.
go give him like a video game. It was like a stupid kid's toy, and he was like, "I will not accept this." And we're like, "What?" And then we gave it to the Game of Apologies instead, because apparently he collects green consoles.
I mean, it's also
So-
another great moment. Like this is almost 2 years ago now. It was a great moment when I realized, oh yeah, I'm in public calling this guy wacko. This is great. I love this.
yeah.
Sometimes, it's funny because there's sometimes, because I've gotten so used to, just calling you wacko, so it doesn't, it's not weird to me. But so when I talk to other people, like stories, and your name comes up and I mention wacko, and they give me that look, for a second, and it takes me a minute to figure out why they're giving me that look. And I'm like, oh, because I just called this guy wacko, and that's not normal.
Every time I'm like talking to like one of Wacko's in-person buddies, it's always like I'm always just catching myself. Ooh, Wyatt, my friend Wyatt.
My friend Wyatt.
Yeah. I was talking to my dad because I went to I'm gonna start that sentence over. Last year Simon Cat visited for a bit, and then like a month or so ago. Well, yeah, about a month now as we're recording this. I went to visit Smash Max, and so before I left, my dad was talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on? What you doing there? Is everything you be safe? Is he a murderer?" So basic questions. And
Of course.
he was like, He's like, "Do you have a way to like get around?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's got a license. And I think he's got a car. We'll be able to get around." And he's like, "You sure? Because that other friend that came to visit you before, he couldn't drive, could he?" And I'm like, "Simon Cat?" And he goes, "Who?" I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, I can drive." And he's like, "Can drive?" He looked like he would like ride a scooter around or something. He looked like he could drive. And I'm like, I don't know why you are thinking this. But
I
okay.
can totally see it.
I used to
He
ride a
gives
scooter
massive
when I was
scooter
younger.
vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was dying when Wacko told that story. It was so great. And I mean, like, it was the thing where Smash Max was also there, and he kept getting us confused, right? Because both of us were both scrawny guys.
Yeah, because Simon Cat showed up, was there for a few days. Then Smash Max showed up, and you left the next day, and then Smash Max stayed for a few more days. So, like, if someone saw me one day, then they saw me 2 days later, I'd be with a different random skinny dude from a different state. And then they're just like, "Oh, it's the same person." But it's not. And
pretty
it
clearly not
confused
the
a lot
same
of
person,
people.
but yeah. Unlike what the allegations
I mean,
will tell
no,
you.
you're not.
I mean,
The allegation.
Yeah.
like to
Aubrey's like, "Okay, that's the green hat one. That's the one Jeffrey shot. They're different."
yeah, it's like
As long as there's a way to tell them apart.
it's like they have seen us in the same room, but if they didn't remember,
Have you ever seen these two
Not
in the
everyone
same
has.
room? I don't think
not
so.
everyone has.
Same
That's
person.
sure, but
Aubrey and my dad have seen you in the same room. I don't think Jeffrey did.
that's true. That's
Jeffrey's
true. So Jeffrey could have very well been like they're the same person.
He knows.
I don't remember if he realized. I don't know.
Keep him in the dark. Keep him in the dark. He'll never
I
know.
assume he knows.
He
now.
definitely knows now, since he keeps going
There's
on
no
your
way.
computer.
There's no way.
He also knows
impossible.
Brandon because I keep calling him and asking if he wants to play Catan, and half the time Jeffrey's there. Like, why are you calling this guy? It has become like my random enjoyment that if I'm bored, I'm like, okay, let me call somebody and ask something stupid. And I've called Brandon and asked some stupid questions. I have the one coworker Haley that I call and ask her if radicals.
God. When George called, that was so funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
George.
got George to call, and George was messing with her. It was fun. It was very fun.
Oh, that was good.
You gave me a call the other day.
I did. I asked you if I could like borrow salt or something.
Yeah, you did.
Can I? How do you borrow salt?
There,
I
there
guess
was
that
not
you
a
just give it-
single.
No,
There was not
I'm
like
like,
a single
can you just
like
run some
laugh
over?
in that entire call. It was just like, yeah, I'll be there in 20 hours. And then,
It's
Yeah.
just played seriously.
I needed that
we
salt.
played it fully seriously throughout the entire call for nobody. Nobody's ever gonna hear that. It was completely pointless.
Except for the FBI man that's
Yeah, but
listening in.
But Wushu, I needed that salt, and you're not here yet.
I left it at your doorstep. Did you not get it?
Oh, I think the puppy's got it.
He ate all
They're
the
now
salt.
gonna die.
Oh no.
Dogs can't eat. Can dogs eat salt?
I think
Hold
they
up.
can.
Dogs
Consume
eat
salt. Wacko.
I think they can.
Dogs that eat small amounts of salt for healthy muscle and fluid balance, but excessive intake can cause severe salt poisoning. How much?
I don't think it's
Okay.
good for any living creature to eat an entire shaker of salt.
Probably not. Probably not. But there's only one way to
Well-
find out. There's only one way to find out.
2
New
to
video
3
idea?
grams
New video idea?
per body, per kilogram. Yeah. Let's just poison some dogs and see where the
no,
limit
no.
is.
No, I was talking about us.
Yeah,
I was talking about
let's eat
us
salt.
eating the. Okay.
Oh, let's poison Wushu and see how long he lasts.
Okay, yeah, Wuxi specifically. Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, and I don't mean last as in like how long he's gonna stay alive.
You guys
That's
seen
not what I
that,
meant.
that clip
I
when,
thought you
when
did.
people get salty, where it's like, these are the salt mines. The air is made of salt down here. It's like this this
That
documentary
really
about salt
reminds me
mines.
of, like, talking about how long I last really reminds me of, like, when I was talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks, how I want to, like, put them under a hydraulic press and tell them to sing, and then see how long it takes before they stop singing.
Oh, that was a reference to a different night.
You
That was
you
also-
said speaking of how long I could last, and I tuned out after you said that. My mind went elsewhere.
Brandon died. You said the first sentence. You start telling the story, and Brandon's not even there. He's gone. He's out of it.
Speaking of how long I can last.
I was talking
God.
about 3 singing chipmunks under a hydraulic press. You didn't miss much.
Okay, did that come from a
Oh,
previous
boy.
night, or was that just the
No, I just randomly
okay,
brought that
it
up
was that.
for no
Okay,
reason.
that's what I
Ventus
thought.
is always talking about weird stuff because he knows I'm gonna enjoy it. So he's bringing up Alvin and the Chipmunks and that stuff, and he knows I'm gonna have stuff to say about it.
Wait. Hold on. Both of you be quiet. Jeffrey's calling.
Jeffrey's calling.
Yo, Jeffrey, what's up?
Hello.
Jeffrey, you're on Arcanex.
That is amazing. I'm so glad.
Okay.
4 minutes.
I can't hear it.
You called me. I got the
I can't hear it either.
His
Do you
recording
want
show
this
cam
information on
problem.
Arcanex?
and then
Do you want this information on Arcanex?
I don't care.
Okay.
Um.
Did you get the job?
Well, I'm training for the next 3 days.
Yay!
Yeah, I can't hear what's happening, but yeah.
Wait,
got the job.
wait, hold up, what?
Jeffrey got the job.
All right. 3 cheers.
I'm finally.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Yay! Everyone's celebrating. They can't hear you, but they're
Highway 55.
celebrating.
Yeah. Yeah. Employment. Yeah.
D-
Yeah. Capitalism. Woo.
I was gonna call you and see
Yeah.
if it worked out, but that's cool. Cool beans. Thanks for letting me know. Do you you have anything to say on Arcanex for while you're here?
Who's there?
The usual suspects plus Brandon.
Who's there?
You know who Brandon is, right? He's the guy that I kept calling about Catan.
Yes, I know who Brandon is.
That's all I'm known for.
Okay.
It's my legacy.
Hi, Brandon.
He says hi, Brandon.
I tell him I said hi.
That's all I want to say on Arcanex. Just hi, Brandon.
What, Brandon? What did you say?
I said tell him I said hi.
Oh, he says hi. Brandon says hi.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, Jeffrey.
Okay. Bye.
Great.
How
All
quaint.
right.
Alright.
Where were we?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks and a
Alvin
Alvin and the
hydraulic
Chipmunks
press.
brutally dying
Yeah,
under a hydraulic
yeah.
press.
There was something we were talking about.
You know, like
earlier.
there's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Plus, there's the chimp, the girl ones.
The
Do you know
chimpanzees.
how many people there are living in that household?
Well, it's Dave.
Okay,
6,
so there was something we were
7.
talking about earlier that reminds me.
Yeah, changing topics. Changing topics.
um,
It's not people. It's Chipmunks and Dave.
of how
Yeah.
Oh, chipmunks aren't people. That's
of how
racist.
our method of communicating with people is maybe a little bit different than some other people, because
How so? Give examples.
Elaborate.
yes,
Expound.
maybe that's not like exactly what I meant.
Bound.
I went to
Shut up.
a weekly thing I go to last night, and most nights it's just pretty normal. But this most recent time, they basically just talked for 3 hours about high school stuff, because they're all
gosh.
like they're all my age, but they
Minors.
none of them are minors. They're all my age, but they were in high school last year, like me. So
Was a minor.
yeah. So the reason I brought that up was because I didn't have anything to add to the conversation. I mean nothing for 3 hours, because I was homeschooled. So whenever there's a long, I do this multiple times. Whenever there's a long silence in their conversation, I'll just say I was homeschooled, and it works every time.
Just in the
Yeah.
dead silence. I was
I've done
homeschooled.
that.
And they and some of them will
Every time I say I was homeschooled, everyone just goes,
Well,
Checks
yeah.
out.
Someone,
Okay,
someone,
say that.
someone will usually respond. My friend Caleb, he'll respond with, I was homeschooled too. It's like, yeah, you were, but not in high school, which is what really makes the difference.
Oh yeah.
that really
Yeah, you know, I
makes
tell
the
people I'm
difference.
homeschooled, and they're like,
I was homeschooled.
they're like, yeah, I can tell, and I'm like, how could you tell? And they're like, 'cause you're shouting out condoms. No, they didn't say that. But, yeah.
I was homeschooled junior high, like
That's
just,
right. I forgot you said
7th and 8th grade.
That's right. I forgot you said
But-
you were.
no, yeah, I was-
homeschooled.
I was in public school for all of
Nerd.
high school. See, what you talking about, like not being able to relate to high school talk? That's
Yes.
how I feel when I'm with my like in-person group of friends and they bring up sports every time.
Like my
and I
in-person
have
group
nothing
is
to add
pretty
because I
sports.
hate sports.
Yeah, they're pretty sports centric too, but they talk about way more than just that.
That was me with
We had,
my
like, the Super
coworkers
Bowl.
last year when I was laying sod, and they're all graduated. I don't know why they were talking about school stuff, like high school stuff, but they were just talking about like high school stuff, and I just like I had nothing to contribute, not only because it was that topic, but also because it was specifically about like the town that they all lived in that I lived a half hour away from.
Yeah.
So I did not get to know my coworkers very well unless we were talking about like internet stuff or something.
Yeah, there was this wacko. I know I've told you this before because I told you like right away when it happened, but when you said people like, yeah, I can tell you're homeschooled. There was this girl on this trip, right, who said, well, I said something out of pocket that I had that classic homeschool moment where I didn't
you did.
know what I was talking about or what something meant or whatever, and I got corrected and
When you start talking about masturbation at Walmart.
No, that was me. Try to keep
and
up.
Oh my bad. I've got you guys like skinny white dude.
yeah,
Forgot
and so
this.
this girl responded with, it's okay, he's homeschooled, and she didn't know I was homeschooled. She
just
didn't even
guessed.
know. She just said it. She just guessed, and she was right. And that was the
awesome.
moment I realized
that
that I was
predictable.
homeschooled.
Yeah, this guy eats like baked potatoes, like popsicles.
That's true. That did happen. What do you mean did happen? It does happen.
Stupid. It did not. It doesn't happen. It was a one thing you did one time.
I feel like
because
if I
you were
was
stupid.
there in person, that's something. Even though I wouldn't be eating it like that, that's something I would be defending. Like, no, that's awesome. But the fact that I heard it like from you guys and everyone was making fun of him, that sort of got me on board with, yeah, let's make fun of Simon.
Well, like-
potatoes weird.
I think a potato on a steak is a fine way to eat it, but it's a baked potato. It is unseasoned. There is nothing there but like slightly undercooked potato. That's the most plain thing to eat. It's like, oh, what'd you eat? I ate white rice. I ate boiled chicken. I ate almost raw potato. That's not good
What
food,
can I say?
Lucy. That
I
is
am a
disgusting.
corn-fed white boy.
I mean, I can
You
kind of.
are, you white man.
I kind of get it because I do eat a lot of my foods plain too. Not all of them,
Yeah, because
but like
oh, I'm surrounded by
if I
white
ever
people.
go to,
Oh
like,
my god.
if I ever get like chicken at any restaurant, they never have condiments on them.
Well,
No, I always eat my chicken.
I usually
plain.
love condiments and seasonings, but there are some things
Hold up.
that I do not put it on. Actually, that
if I
Like potatoes?
if I just have to like ask for more flavoring, then sure, that's great. I'm gonna love the meal. If I have to go too far out of my way for it, there comes a point where I'm just eating it bland. Like, this is no longer an event. I just want to be full now.
yeah.
Well, I've never like asked for seasoning at a restaurant, but like if I'm at my house and they bring me a baked potato, or they bring me, I made it because it's my house. If I'm at my house and I make a baked
servants
potato,
bring me my baked potato on a silver
then
platter.
like the way you make a baked potato is you bake it and you put salt, pepper, butter, chives, cheese, bacon bits, whatever on top, and then you mix it up, and then you have that's how you make the baked potato. It's like if I was like, hey, let's make sandwiches, and I put bread and turkey and cheese and everything on the counter, and you walk over and grab a slice of bread and start eating it. You haven't finished making the dish. You're just eating the raw ingredients, and that's weird.
I think that's just.
I
your
just eat
opinion.
whatever's in front of me, I guess. I guess you're just not white enough.
Wait, actually, no. Speaking of being white, I gotta ask you guys a question, okay?
I'm an expert in
This
this
is for,
field.
like-
Hit me.
This is for one specific person I know, and I might clip this and send it to
Oh,
them
no.
so that they know that I'm trying to help them here. Do you guys eat banana mayonnaise sandwiches?
No,
No.
no.
I would try it, but no.
I mean, if someone put it in front of me, I
That's
would
the
try
fir-
it. But
The thing,
not,
the thing that really bugs me about that is the mayonnaise.
what's wrong with
Oh my
mayonnaise?
goodness, you white person. There's a lot of people I know eat that like somewhere. My dad used to eat it a bunch. My mom used to eat it a bunch. My grandparents eat it. This person I know eats it. Their parents eat it. Like it's not like uncommon.
I've
I think
never
a lot of
heard
people
of
know. And then
I've
this
never
person,
heard of that either. This might be
Yeah,
a wacko
never.
family
Oh.
tradition.
I don't eat it. I don't like bananas.
You don't like
but
banana-
she
I used to
That's
know
messed
about
up.
bananas.
I'm not gay. What can I say? But
Have you watched
Check it
Dog
out.
Pound
I've
Country?
tried them. I've tried bananas multiple times. I'm like they're like I want to like fruit. They're so easy to eat. They're good for you. I want to like them, but I just can't find many that I like, and it's disappointing.
Fruit is the
What
best
about
thing
grapes?
ever, man.
Fruit is
Yeah, but
awesome.
continue.
This banana girl.
Banana
She started
girl.
working at where I work, and so I see her more often now. And then out of the blue, for no apparent reason, she decides to ask our coworkers while we're like closing up and mopping and everything. She just asks, "So you guys eat banana mayonnaise sandwiches?" And then the restaurant, full of a couple white guys and then like a couple black guys, just start. Everyone starts calling her white and making fun of her. And that's when a running joke that anytime she works, everyone's just like, "Oh, you eating mayonnaise again?" And she's like, "No, shut up." And she's like asked a bunch of people, "Do you eat mayonnaise banana sandwiches? Do you eat mayonnaise?" Because she's trying to like feel vindicated. Because it's very funny.
I
though.
think
it's very
the
funny,
main
though.
problem with that sandwich is not that it's a weird combination. It's just that it's not filling. There's banana and mayonnaise is not going to do anything for you. You're just eating like you just
Yeah.
it,
I
there's no proteins in it or anything.
Some people have said that you should do banana and peanut butter sandwiches.
Those are delicious. I love those.
Okay, so I'm looking up pictures of it right now. It actually looks pretty good.
Like you didn't know what banana and mayonnaise look like?
Well, I know what they
You need a visual aid, Brandon.
I've never heard of the concept of one in a sandwich before. And also the way they prepare it is kind of unique because they have the different slices and they're all like kind of laid out like that. So it actually looks pretty good. I would try this.
No,
I would eat this.
I'm a weird freak. There's one type of sandwich I tried when I was a kid that I still defend. I still think is pretty good. You know, like summer sausage, like the little sausage you have with your crackers and cheese.
No.
Okay,
I know what you're talking about. Don't worry.
okay, good. I like to have
I
that
don't.
in a sandwich with peanut butter. I haven't done it in a while because it's a very high calorie meal and it's not like filling enough to warrant that. But I thought it was good. It's delicious. It's a weirdly good combination.
Trying to think of any weird foods that I like that no one else does. I can't think of any. I mean, the weirdest thing I do usually is I will take a can of beans and I will just eat that, like a whole can of beans by itself.
I mean, that's
Hey,
fair
cowboy.
enough.
Wait, hold on. Here's a question, Brandon. Have you ever had Lucky Charms cereal?
I have.
There's like, what is it called? What is the cereal part called?
The cereal.
grains?
I don't know.
Well, there's the cereal and then there's the marshmallows.
Yeah, there's the
which-
marshmallows
here's
and
the
then
thing.
there's the.
Hold on. They're not marshmallows. They're
There's
not
the
fluffy,
Lucky
they
and
are
then there's
hard,
the
they're
Charms.
dense. Well, no, because the Lucky and the Charms both sound like they're referring to the marshmallows, so I don't like saying that.
Okay.
But they're not marshmallows. They're sugar cubes. They're lying to you. They're too dense to be marshmallows. Anyway,
Marshmallows
every
are
time I
kinda
eat
just
Lucky Charms,
Yeah,
cubes,
it's
too.
but they're not as
different
fluffy. I
textures.
get what you mean.
if you go to like a hotel coffee station and they have sugar cubes to put in your coffee and you call it a marshmallow, I'm going to slap you.
Okay,
It's not.
the marshmallows
Anyway.
and Lucky carry on. I'm not gonna.
Half the time that I eat Lucky Charms, I will pour a bowl and then I will sort through it with my hands and pick out all of the marshmallows because I don't like them. Then once I'm done, I will pour the milk in and eat the cereal.
That's weird. Okay, that's
Just
weird.
don't get Lucky
that's
Charms.
weird.
Get
Yeah, I
Honey
was
Bunches
at
of
that
Oats.
point, why are
Honey
you
getting
Bunches of
Lucky
Oats is
Charms?
delicious.
You can't get Cheerios. Lucky Charms are sweeter than Cheerios.
I would rather have Cheerios though.
Yeah. I don't really
that
like Lucky
point.
Charms
But
that
they're
much.
not as good. Lucky Charms is well, yeah, because you're eating the marshmallows. If you take the marshmallows out, you'll love them. That's what I'm saying.
I
I'm
like
not nuts.
I like the bran flakes. I like I like the weird flakes, and I like honey bunches of oats, and I like frosted mini wheats.
Basically, you give me any cereal and I'll probably
Frosted
eat it.
mini wheats suck.
No, I like the they soak up all the milk like cereal.
What's the-
does.
I remember
What's the one cereal?
Link from Rent and Link. His favorite cereal is Frosted Mini Wheats. I was like, well, I gotta try it.
Oh,
it's
because it's endorsed by Link.
And so I bought some.
I
I tried it, and it tasted like I was eating wood, so I didn't finish the box because it tasted awful.
I used to eat frosted mini wheats all the time when I was younger. I forgot these
Boo.
existed because I have not
Boo.
had them in forever. And even back when I used to eat them all the time, I never even thought they were that good. They were just always like in the kitchen, so I just be like, whatever, man, it's there. So I will say though, it's one of the only cereals that tastes worse in a bowl of milk. I don't know what it is.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, yeah.
hold on.
Frosted mini wheats, if you have it with milk, it tastes worse than it does originally.
You prefer the wood drop.
Yes. Wait. No.
That's what she said. Hold up.
No, wait.
I'm gonna take the frosted mini wheats out of it because I can't explain why I like them. I just do. Honey bunches of oats though, that I'll defend till the day I die as the best cereal.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever had that.
I'm
haven't
a
had
big
Honey
fan
Nut
of Fruity
Cheerios?
Pebbles.
Well, I guess that's different, but
I don't know why, but
not
I've
had Honey Nut
always,
Cheerios
I've
Fruity
always
either.
been.
Pebbles is good. You're not
I've
wrong.
never had Fruity Pebbles either.
Also, Cookie Crisp, very underrated.
Cookie
used
Cookie
to-
Crisp was fine.
I used to
I'll get a
love
box
those.
and eat it, but at the end of the box, I'm like, I don't want to eat this for like a year.
Cookie
Um,
Crisp disappointed
how-
me because it didn't taste identical to real cookies.
How soggy do you like your cereal?
okay, so
Not at all.
this
I
is-
like it with the milk, but not soggy.
Yeah,
like right
I
when it gets
have to eat
poured.
it faster. I'm not gonna like it.
If like you pour the cereal in, you pour the milk in, and then to me, you give it a second or two to like soak it up slightly. So like it's not moist. There's still a crunch there, but it's not dry. It's not out of the box with milk. If I wanted it out of the box with milk, I would just eat a bowl of dry cereal and drink milk.
That's
But
not a bad
the
idea.
reason I put them together,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
the reason I put them together is because I want it to soak up slightly, so that it's like slightly softer but still crunchy. That's
Yeah.
the perfect time. You wait too long and now it's like soaked.
Yeah,
and
that's
not good. But like if you don't wait long enough, it's just dry.
That is
I
definitely
don't want that either.
A me thing where I just don't like soggy in general. It's something I am generally against. I don't support it. So
You don't support it. You're anti-soggy.
I am standing here today on my soapbox to make my political stance against
Well, I mean-
sogginess. I am against it. I do not stand for it.
Exactly.
It should go to hell and burn.
well, if I see
Soggy should go to hell and burn.
a soggy doggy. Well, if I see
No!
Oh, what?
Slimy Cat! We're age restricting this video at some point.
okay, well,
What are you talking about? This is
If
completely
I've seen
family
a,
friendly.
I
I
thought
don't
you were talking about the game.
if I've seen a
the game.
a bowl of oatmeal, right? I love baked oatmeal. If you just put regular soggy oatmeal in front of me, and like not even just tell me to eat it, but if you just make me look at it, it legitimately activates my gag reflex. Legitimately looking at soggy
Soggy
oatmeal.
The only thing that activates my
boil
gag reflex,
oatmeal.
it's not even like bad taste. It's just like the texture being slightly off.
Yeah,
Like or the temperature. So like a TV dinner that isn't cooked all the way. That's what's gonna make me throw up.
okay, Wushi, I didn't know that was a real thing. I just
The soggy
Wait,
That's
hold up.
that's the
doggy.
only thing I think of when I hear that.
That's funny. I have a confession. I've never had
Ah.
oatmeal before. I don't even know what it tastes like.
Slimy Cat,
I like
what
oatmeal.
is soggy oatmeal?
what is what?
Saying soggy oatmeal is like saying soggy soup.
Well,
It's like-
Oatmeal is supposed
It's
to be
made
soggy.
with water.
the
What do you
redundancy.
mean? What do you do?
I will say I'm
confused. What are you
I'm a
talking
weird
about?
freak.
I will agree
Sometimes
with
I like to put dry oatmeal in some things.
I will agree with you, Simon Cat. Oatmeal looks gross as hell.
see,
Like it looks nasty.
I like putting oats
It
where they don't belong.
Kind of does.
It looks like baby throw up. That's what
Yes.
it looks like.
It does look nasty. It does
Ew. Don't they like use that to make fake barf?
I probably wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't- it wouldn't surprise
I
me.
know in Breaking Bad they used watermelon to create human flesh, so
Interesting.
That's not a bad idea.
fun.
That's not a bad idea. What are you doing?
Yeah, what else are you doing?
I mean, I don't see myself ever making something that gory just because that's not where my artistic intent is. But that's pretty clever.
Wushi, when you come over, that's day 3.
Come over where? When?
To my house.
I'll come over.
What does
but
that
when,
mean?
When and why is it? Why are we bringing this up?
No, day 1 is the Bouncy Castle Lake. Day 2 is Lowe's. Day 3 is Bloody
We're-
Watermelons.
Lowe's? Are we?
Yeah, we're staying the night in a hardware store.
Oh yeah.
Wushi, you
but
can't
you don't
forget
have
on this
Menards
now.
over there. You have to come.
No, I don't
here
have
and we're gonna
Menards.
stay the
We've been
night
over
in
this.
Menards.
I saw a Menards
Well,
one
then we
time I was
can't-
in
then we
Wisconsin.
can't go to the Bouncy
and
Castle
and
Lake?
I know. I was
Well,
like, yo, it's a thing
It's two
Wushi talked
separate
about.
things. We can stay the night in Lowe's, but you have to come here and stay the night in Menards.
How's tomorrow?
Yeah, you can come over, stay the night in Menards tomorrow, and then at the day after that we'll go over to where you live, and we'll go to Lowe's, and we'll go to the Bouncy Castle Lake, and we'll
Yeah.
make human flesh out of watermelons.
Yay, my dreams come true.
Yay!
And then we play
Bonding
Catan.
activities.
Brandon, you're invited.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
Awesome. Can I be the corpse?
Are you
we
made of
kinda have this
watermelon?
thing, like I'm always the corpse, so
Oh.
yeah. It's just
Alright,
kind of
alright.
yeah.
I'll.
It's in his contract.
All right. I'll be the murderer then.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Okay, I'll settle.
boy.
I'll settle. I'm fine. Whatever.
Oh, can I be away?
Can I be not around you guys?
like if I came over there and you went away, that would be like a devastating.
Like, Ushi, this is my house. Make yourself a home. I'm going to the beach.
You're the new wacko now.
Surely you have
Dude, I would
inherited the
replace you for
role.
a
Yeah,
while.
go to my job. Yeah, Wushi, go to my job. They will not tell the difference between us. We look almost identical.
Wear this wig. Get in there. Serve the people.
No, don't wear the wig. They're
Yeah.
blind.
That what? Okay. Makes
You know,
sense.
go to my sister's. What's a thing sisters?
What do you?
We're bringing
Dance
back
class?
the
I don't know.
age-old topic. What do women do?
What do women
No.
do?
women do? Okay,
My sister's
all
not
right,
a
we're
woman.
changing
She's a little
topics.
girl.
We're changing topics. What do women do? Discuss.
A woman talked to me about Sonic the Hedgehog today.
Yo.
Is it really? Yo, we're
She
learning
did.
so much already.
She did.
Oh, please
Dude,
She
elaborate.
did. Well, I've learned. Well, the reason I asked that question was because I met this woman. You may have heard of her. Her name was Haley. I keep calling her because it's fun. And I asked because I asked what women do because I asked Haley, I was like, hey, what do you do? And she was like, nothing. She didn't say that. She was like, I do a lot of fun stuff. I go shopping. I scroll on TikTok. And like, that's it? She's like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, that's not fun stuff. What's wrong with you? And I was like, you're the most boring person I've ever met. But since then, I have interacted with more women. Believe it or not.
God,
I know it's hard.
dude.
Oh
my
and
god.
a lot of them actually have hobbies.
You mean to tell me that when you hear one person say something that they like to do, that doesn't apply for every single person with anything in common in that sort of similar group?
Not all
You
men
tell me
are
based off
oatmeal
of
enjoyers.
one person's opinions and actions. You don't generalize their entire,
Yeah,
like species and gender.
Stereotypes are bad.
Species.
Whoa,
The
whoa,
women species.
whoa!
The women. The women.
What do the women? I
Um,
can just imagine you just walking up.
This is like
What
character
do women
development.
do?
I wasn't doing a bit. This is a real topic that Wacko brought up. We have an entire short, don't we?
We should.
I thought you did.
Yo, this
Or did you just go? What
No,
do you
I've
do
never-
specifically?
this should be our.
Well, no, yeah, I was talking. Well, she's a friend of mine. I was like, hey, what do you do for fun? And she's like,
Oh,
I
okay. No,
shop.
you should just ask.
I didn't just like go up to a random woman and go, "What do women do?" That's not what I did.
You should though.
I
We gotta
should.
get
I
this
should
information.
100%
It's
do
important.
This should
that.
be our
This
first
is a-
piece
this
of.
is a new
This should be our first piece
social
of
experiment.
Arcanex merchandise. What do women do?
What do
What do women
This
do?
would be a great interview social experiment video on YouTube, asking women what they do and like trying to get a real scientific answer.
Okay, I've seen a couple of those in my recommendations, but like asking people stuff on the street, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's a camera in
Very
front of them.
common genre.
They're going to act different. I don't give any credence to this.
Yeah, that's entirely
Yeah.
true. They're going to
Well, camera or not, asking them the question is like, and saying that you're documenting it is going to prompt them into lie.
That too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like, how often do you donate to charity? No one's gonna say never. They're gonna go, well, I've done blah blah blah. Even if they never do it, they're like, well, I did once when I was 12, or something like that. Because like they don't want to look bad, so they're
Yeah.
gonna like make themselves look better.
That's valid.
What do women? I've been thinking about what do women do, and I feel
Over these
kind of
past 5
hypocritical.
minutes, I've really been racking my brain. What do women do?
No, I thought of this I was thinking about this the other day. And it's like not specific about women, but just in general of like doing things. I should. Anyway, and I'm like, what if I was asked, what do I do? And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't know what I do, cause like if you asked me last year, I would say like, oh, I play video games, I make videos, I do this or that or whatever. But I don't do either of the, I don't do that anymore. Like I don't really have time to play video games, and I don't really make videos anymore. So like I'm like, oh, once in a while I'll talk for an hour and a half for a podcast. That's what I do. I don't know. There's not much else.
That's more than some people.
I guess so.
I've gotten better at
We
answering
haven't-
that question. I used to never want to bring up any of like my art or animation stuff just because it's a lot to explain, and I've just optimized getting that out of the way so I can talk about it. And interesting fact, people are more interested in what you have to say when you say what's interesting about you.
That is true.
Whoa, what a concept. I definitely have that too, where people always ask me, or somehow like they'll ask me what I do, or like I'll be with someone who knows I do like YouTube stuff, and they'll go start spouting about it to like anyone new that we're near, and every time I'm like, questioned about it by someone, I always downplay it super hard.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm talking to like people who I like, we're on this same brainwave.
We know what we're talking about.
Wavelength. We're talking about the same thing. Like they
Brain
also do
wavelength.
YouTube and stuff, and so like I'll be more open about it. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, and it's like really cool, and I just started this project, and we're filming this thing. But with like anyone random, I'll be like, yeah, I make some videos, and I'm working on some.
You're like,
films,
I'm making a movie.
I mean, yeah, but I don't even say that usually. I'm just like, usually what I'll do, so I don't sound like a nerd, is I'll just
An
be like,
idiot?
yeah, I'm working on a personal project to try and like up my skills and to get into the film industry. Try to get my foot in the door for something more professional. I'm making a f***ing stupid Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's all, but I don't say that to them because that makes me sound
Whenever, like,
lame.
Whenever I had to record in public for one reason or another, and people were like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Student film." They stop asking.
That's good.
I don't have to
good.
be like,
I gotta
"Oh, I'm making a
use
YouTube
that.
video."
I gotta use that.
I think my big problem is that sort of makes it harder to bring that up is that a lot of my projects that I'm like really excited about, that I really want to be like representative of what I do, are not done yet, and I don't want people to look at what I currently have out and think, oh yeah, this encapsulates everything, this encapsulates all this guy's stuff, because I'm constantly working on something, trying to top myself, and it's like, I don't want this to be representing what I'm capable of. I want my next project to be that.
You
Yeah,
have
you're
just,
like, well, what videos do you make? And you're like, well, here's a video of me making a cake. This is the highest
I don't
thing
want
I've
that
ever
to be
made.
what I mean, 10 Years Deep is at least something like cool I can show people. Like, yeah, there's animation in that. That's that's a cool thing, but it's just not.
Bentley thought it was cool.
I haven't fully established like my thing yet, and that's what I. This is gonna make it so much easier to answer that question when I do.
you have touched my soul with that answer, because I feel the exact same way. Because every time I'm like, I swear I'm making something better this time. Don't judge me by what is currently out, because this next one is gonna top it, and I'm gonna be at the top of the charts, and then it'll come out, and then I'll immediately be like, the next one's gonna be better. Don't judge me about what I currently have out.
See.
I'm reaching the top charts this time, and it's just an endless cycle.
It almost sounded like you were making a profound quote, and then it didn't. You're like, don't judge me. by the past, but judge me on the future that's yet to come. But you're like, don't judge me, I'm gonna hit the top, I'm gonna win. And I'm like, no, that's less profound. That's not as cool.
It's so real. It especially comes down to like the Blender stuff. The more stuff I make, the more I incorporate Blender, and that's a really cool, unique thing that I'm really excited about. And that's what I want people to see when they look at my stuff.
Yeah,
I feel that.
One time
When does the
I
Blender stuff come
had I had someone who I had never met before, just come up. They were at my house in last summer for like a couple weeks for this trip thing they were doing. They're from Jamaica. It's a whole thing. But they were they came up to me and said, "Oh yeah, you do YouTube," and I said, "Yeah, I do YouTube," and that was the conversation. But in my head, of course, I was thinking, who told you that? Where did you learn that?
Where did you get this information?
I ask that all the time.
Because usually, I'm trying to think about like what my answer usually is. Because whenever I'm asked, I usually say something along the lines of, I do video editing for YouTube. Because that is what I spend most of my time doing for the projects nowadays, and that surprisingly enough has actually landed me like people were like, "Hey, I need this thing edited," just random people at my church. So I'm like, "Okay, sure," and I've edited picture reels for people before, stuff from my uncle and stuff. So that's cool. So
I usually just say I'm trying to make a cartoon. That usually gets people's
actually Wushi.
That usually gets the gears
There's
turning.
something I can say. I was talking to someone like a couple weeks ago. It was more of a career thing. Like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. These are all the things I've kind of done a little bit. This is someone I've known for a long time, but I said, oh yeah, I've also done a little bit of Blender. I have this friend who introduced me to it. He's trying to make a cartoon, and that's like what I said, and she was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
It does always like come off like way more crazy and professional than it is. It's just like me like laughing with my friends,
Dilly-daddling.
writing and like very amateurishly like attempting to storyboard right now.
Yeah.
That's all I've done. We've just done very amateur like voice acting and like storyboarding. So it comes off a lot more professional than it is, but it's the most interesting thing I can say about myself.
Yeah. When you say it just in as few
Like you mean
words
it.
as possible, like yeah, like that's what it is. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
I will absolutely
um,
talk up my own works too, like that. Because if I'm talking with like someone who isn't really like, you know, they don't really know anything about what I do, I'll underplay it. But when I'm talking with like someone else who's in the creative sphere, I'll absolutely talk up what I'm doing,
making
like
a
my film stuff. I'm like,
FNAF
I'm
movie.
making a movie. We got a set. I got a crew. I'm working with a team, editing. 5 hours a day. It's not that crazy. It's just
Nothing-
me sitting in my room like eating.
It's the
Oreos.
theatrical release.
Yeah, it's gonna be so huge. So it's like it depends on who I'm talking to. Because if it's like someone I'm like a fellow creative or like someone I look up to, I'll totally oversell it. But if it's someone who's like I'd be more embarrassed to talk about YouTube with, then I completely undersell it. So
Nothing makes me feel more cool and professional than saying we. We are
We.
working on the storyboard.
yeah. We are making this movie. We're making this cartoon. It's gonna be great. Number 1.
Dang. So you mentioned how like the person mentioned that you did YouTube and you're like, how'd you know that? That's hit me so many times. Just like not even because of YouTube, but because like my first name is Corbin, and my middle name is Wyatt. And growing up, my family called me by my middle name. They called me Wyatt. But then like in like school and at work, I go by my first name Corbin. And so some people have figured out the other name. And so like if my family calls me Corbin or if people at work call me Wyatt, I like have the slow head turn and I'm like, where
And then suddenly they're gonna start calling
And, like,
you Wacko.
Oh no, hopefully they don't. You guys called me wacko in front of Bentley once, and she did not question it, and I just do not think she was paying attention. But Bentley, one of my coworkers calls me Corbin, but she's friends with one of my cousins who calls me Wyatt, and that cousin has started calling me Corbin, and she's like, "Oh hi Corbin," I'm like, why did you say that? She's like, "Well, that's what Bentley calls you," and like, it's happened enough where I'm like, how often do you talk about me that you've like changed your perspective of my name? Am I that relevant to your conversations? I don't know.
So
It scares me. I'm a little scared.
I will say, I don't know which name you prefer to be called usually, like between Wyatt or Corbin, but like I'll usually
Don't say either of those names. No, my heart just dropped when you said either. Don't say that. Not to you.
Wacko. No, but when I'm when I'm talking to you, when I'm talking about you, or you come up when I'm talking to like friends or family members or something, I usually have to call you by one of those names because if I call you Wacko, I'm gonna get weird looks. But so what I usually do is the default is
Hi.
Wyatt. But when I'm also talking about Smash Max, I don't know if does Smash Max care if his
It's
name's
public.
Okay.
I-
Yeah, I can never keep track of
There-
that.
there
But
are
yeah,
people
whenever I'm
here.
talking about
Whoa.
him, I will default to Corbin so that it's not confusing.
I was completely
How do you know my
I
name's
was
Corbin?
completely blindsided by
I don't know where I got that information. I'm not gonna
Where-
lie. I don't remember where that information came from. I just know it.
that was my second cousin and my sister just now. I was completely blindsided. I don't know why they're here.
Oh, awesome.
Hi, Fluffy.
But yeah, anyway, what were we talking about?
No, I genuinely, I don't care what you call me. Like Jeffrey calls me Corbin. My dad calls me Wyatt. My sister calls me Wyatt. Sometimes she calls me Bubba. Like everywhere I go, different people call me different things.
Oh yeah.
And it usually doesn't bother me. But there's some times where like I sit back and I'm like, is this good for me? Am I like messing with my mental state? Because I don't know who I am anymore because I'm called like 3 different names. Is this healthy? I don't know. And I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean,
but
don't
maybe I
think
should
it's
go to
that
therapy.
big.
There was
I'm also
a-
called 3 different names. I have Wushi, and I have my real name, and I have an abbreviated version of my real name that's easier to say. So that's what most people call me. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, but the question is like, if I'm like filling out paperwork or like logging in, like the other day, oh yeah, this person from work sent me this app and like, hey, get this app, we could play this game. It was like it's Sporkle. He likes to do quizzes, and I'm like, okay, I'll get Sporkle, sure, why not? And it's like make an account, and I put in the name I always put in, Wyatt Wacko. It's always my username. And for a second, I was like, this is 2 names I go by, neither of which is what he calls me. This should I be using
Yeah.
this name right now? And like I had a moment of like confusion of like who am I right now? What do I write
Yeah.
down? And like when I'm filling out paperwork, I'm like, do I sign as Corbin or Wyatt?
Wacko.
What's my name? I don't know.
Who am I?
If it's
Identity
paperwork, just
identity
do your
crisis.
legal first name. That's not like a what nickname do I prefer thing. That's what they want is your legal first name.
Yeah.
Well, I know that. Not like legal paperwork, but it's like when it's like sign up for Microsoft points. I'm like, okay, what name do I put
then
on
just
this
put
account?
whatever. I put like
Corbin
Chad in
or
there or
Wyatt.
something.
Yeah, Chaz,
Chaz
Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Sometimes I just mash my
No.
keyboard. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I did have that a bit
Goodness
of that moment when we the first time we met up at Too Many Games 2024, and I was like, oh yeah, we're really just gonna call each other our usernames because like
Big names.
we always have like I mean it makes sense, but it was still a little like, oh
Yeah.
I guess that's just what we're gonna do. Because
I will say,
I mean, except for George
Yeah,
and
no, go
Brandon,
ahead.
because they're George and Brandon. It's part of, like,
Yeah.
Yee. Brandon, you're not cool.
Yeah, I know. I will say, when we were at Too Many Games, I mean, yeah, I mainly called everybody by their usernames, but that was because I didn't know half of your guys' actual names
Actually?
at the time. I think I found out Simon Cat's actual name during that trip when we were getting those what were they? We went to downtown Philly. What did we get?
oh yeah, the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, and like they
Yeah.
were calling out the orders, and I heard him call out, and I saw Simon Cat go. I'm like, oh, that's his name.
That's me. Yeah.
I always do like
I-
a fake name for. Last time I was Rodney, and then I forgot that I said Rodney, and I took a while to get my order. My buddy always has his name as Magnus, which is just not his name, but he always tells them his name is Magnus.
That's
I know. During that Too Many Games trip, Brandon sent me money on like PayPal or whatever for something, and on PayPal it has his first and last name. So I look down, and it's like you got money sent from you from Brandon, so and so, and so I just like turned to Brandon to say his last name. He's like, "Sup?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have this information now." I don't know. I just like get information like that because I love to collect information. I'm not autistic. And then I'll add it to people's contacts. So like Ghost, I have his full first, middle, and last name, and I do not know where I got his middle name. He does not remember saying it to me. I don't remember where I got it, but I have it. And so like I called him by his middle name, and he's like, "Where did you get this information?" Like, I do not know.
Wacko, did you
I don't know
ever
what
find
you're
Well, I
out
have
freaking
it.
about seeing my last name. It's obviously bound.
Yeah, I know your middle name.
Shouldn't be a surprise at this
Okay.
point.
It's not bound.
Yeah, I mean that is also
yeah, I
the
know
thing
your middle name,
where
'cause you're the same middle name
where
as
the-
I am.
when
I
we
got to keep the illusion alive.
we-
Don't tell them that.
in the first several months where we met, it was easy if I was if anything came up, it was like, what are you doing with my family? Was like, oh yeah, I'm talking with my online friends. But then it turned into by the point where I started doing
You need to be more
by the
specific.
point I started doing trips, that and then when they actually have to know information, I was like, okay, yeah, so this is their names. We got Wyatt, we got Wyatt.
I remember, dude, during this trip, the three of us, you would say like Wyatt, and we both turn our heads, and you laugh at us. And I got to do that the other day, because now, like, they hired like 3 different people named Mackenzie at my job. And so I just go like, Kinsey. And they all turn. Like, and then they're like, we're going to kill you. But it's fun. I get the enjoyment.
I have a really
everything
good friend with the same name as me, but with different
Wacko,
spelling.
everything that I've done that you found annoying, you eventually started doing is like, I see why you do it. Okay, I never did that. Cause like the Wyatt thing, like I did that with my other friends on the trip, like before that one, cause there 2 of them were named Jonah, and I did that like 5 times. They were so mad at me by the end.
Oh my god. You know what we haven't talked about this whole
What?
episode?
What's that?
Bye
weeks.
That's true.
Well, I kind of really talked about the main thing that was interesting for mine.
I mean, I had nothing
was
interesting
sick
to say.
for a little bit. That happened.
are
It's
we
just the
talking
same
about?
old stuff.
Well-
I was working on my projects.
Brandon, you don't know this. Every episode we talk
Fortnite.
about
This is my
what
episode.
we've been up
Fortnite.
to in between episodes, which is the last 2 weeks,
Uh-huh.
aka bye weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for we all, we're always
it up
bad
'cause I
about
had a-
explaining it to guests because like it's not for you. It's not the last 2 weeks. You can just bring up any kind of like story that you want to talk about.
It's like, what's up?
Well, also we
That's
never
it.
explained
Just say,
like,
"What's up?"
what bye weeks or Fortnite means. George just thought we were like
Yeah, I
our
was
weekly
gonna say.
stuff was Fortnite.
Simon Cat, I don't think it's that you're bad at explaining it. I think it's that you just don't.
Well, we didn't even do an intro until like 10 minutes in.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The first like 15 minutes of this podcast, I was like, have we started already? I don't know. Because no one did an intro, so I was like,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Well, like, I was gonna say over my bio week, something that happened to me was a thing that is. It's funnier if you know the context, but I haven't given the context because I don't think Simon Cat lets me give the
Wow.
context on Arcanex. It's one of the things that he's banned me from talking about. But I went to a baby shower basically, and it was weird because some people there know me and some people there don't know me, and it was kind of awkward. And then we talked about a lot of inappropriate stuff, and they kept asking me inappropriate questions, and I was like, yeah. And then we left, and it was like entertaining, and like I would 100% have stayed there longer, but it was also very awkward. And they're like, hey, next weekend, you guys want to go to like drive down to the beach? And I'm like, I barely know most of you. You want to drive multiple hours away to the beach just for like a day. This seems quite weird, and I don't know if that's happening, but part of me's down for
That
it.
sounds like a good time.
Um,
I love just like randomly. We were talking about this, just being in a situation where you can just be put in a weird situation and all you have to do is say yeah, and then you can just do something kind of weird and unexpected. I love that.
I got a message earlier in this episode from from one of my coworkers, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go to Waffle House after we get off work for an intervention with this coworker?" And I'm like, "Intervention?
I'm
Yeah,
back.
sure, I'm down. Why not?"
Yeah.
And then I just got another text from Haley saying, "Hey, you want to go to Waffle House tonight?" So I'm like, everyone's going to Waffle House tonight. Apparently, we're all meeting up. I'm fine with that. That's cool beans. Cool beans.
Like all the
God.
subplots are
I love
colliding.
Waffle House.
I've
into
still
a
only ever
Waffle
had
House.
one Waffle House experience, and it sucked. And I did not
That's
like-
why you keep going. That's why you
I've
keep
only
going.
ever been once. What do you mean I keep going?
I've only ever been once too.
No, that's why you need to
And,
keep
it
going.
was-
No.
I got the grilled chicken sandwich because it was the cheapest, but I have a feeling there's better stuff on the menu.
They have
We've all
grilled
been
chicken
once
sandwiches.
except for Wacko.
Yeah.
I go like
the one
every
time
day,
I did
though,
go was
dude.
with Wacko.
Does Wushi know the story of what happened to me at Waffle House?
Oh no.
No, what happened to you at Waffle House? Unless I have
Do
heard
we
and
know the story of what
forgot.
happened to you at Waffle House?
Let's
I
hear
think-
this.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were
I was
there.
the only one
You
that
were
was
there.
there.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
so both of
was-
us have only been there with
It was
Wacko.
me. Yeah, it was me, Wacko, Aubrey, Simon, or not Simon Cat, Smash Max, and yeah, I think that was it, right? That was all of us. No,
No,
who else
you're
was
missing
there?
2 people.
Joe was there,
Uh huh.
and oh god, who was the last person?
Uh huh.
Ah,
Uh huh.
was that? Wait, no, that was it, right? Who else was there?
No, there was one more person.
Oh god.
You've named 5 people, right?
Yeah, me, Smash Max, Joe, you, Aubrey.
And
Oh god, who else was there? Oh
It
god.
wasn't. It wasn't me, George, or
No!
Sophie because we went the other direction to Raising Canes.
No.
it was Ghost.
Oh, it was. Wait, Ghost was there?
Yes, Ghost was there.
Oh god.
Wait, I thought you
feel
said
so
Ghost.
bad now. I'm sorry, Ghost.
I was
I'm
like, who are you
sorry.
missing? I thought you said
I'm
Ghost.
sorry.
Yeah.
I feel so
He
bad.
didn't say Ghost.
He was there. He was there. That's right. Anyways, not the point. The point is, I had to piss really bad there. So,
I'm listening.
I just go to the
Oh,
bathroom.
God.
I go to the bathroom, and it's like a one-person bathroom, right? It's just the one toilet and sink, and it has the lock on it. So I go into the bathroom, I close the door, and I lock it. I turn the thing, and it's locked, and I walk over to the toilet, which is on the other side of the room, and I'm pissing. And like mid-piss, I hear the door handle. Door opens. First of all, I thought I locked it. Apparently, their lock just doesn't
didn't.
work. No, I did. It just didn't work. Okay. I'm very clear about that. But this dude, he looks like, I don't know, he looked like maybe in his like 50s or 60s. He looked like a homeless man.
Oh, no.
He just walks in and he sees me pissing and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were in here. I'm like, oh, that's good.
How?
And then he just stands there and closes the door behind him and doesn't leave. This isn't like a multiple person bathroom where there's like stalls and you're waiting your turn. This is a single person bathroom with no stalls. It's just completely open. And he closes the door
Wasn't that
behind him and just stands there while I'm pissing. Who does that?
You better come.
Who does that? I ran. I
This,
didn't even finish. I didn't even finish pissing. I stopped right there. I pulled up my. I
You
ran
didn't
out.
finish?
No, I didn't finish.
You didn't finish.
I didn't finish.
You didn't finish.
Nope. I went back. I went back later and finished, but I stopped right there.
I would have finished.
I think I,
I would have
think I
made sure he
told this
watched
story.
while I finished.
you would have turned around and faced him.
I would have finished in front of him. I would have made sure he saw it. No.
I think I told the story at Waffle House after this experience happened, but I don't think I've told it on Arcanex, and I could get someone arrested if I say it. So I'm gonna say it. As a kid, I was probably like 12, 13 years old. I was in like a McDonald's or something, and I'm going to the bathroom, and this other guy also goes to the bathroom at the same time, and I'm like, oh, I'll, like the young man I was raised properly, I'm gonna hold the door open for him, and he's like, oh, thank you, and he walks in the bathroom, and then I walk in the bathroom, and I shut the door, and then I realize it's a one-person bathroom. And me, a little boy, am now in this bathroom with a grown man. And I'm like, okay, time for me to go stand in the corner and be quiet. And then I just stood in the corner while he used the bathroom. And like the idea of I could walk out of the door right next to me and go in later. That didn't cross my mind. I'm like, oh, I'm in the bathroom. I gotta wait now. That is, and I want to know what he was
Probably
thinking
what Brandon was
when
thinking.
this happened.
That is such an awful situation you put that man in. You didn't know any better, but
I know. I'm so sorry to that guy. I'm so sorry.
See, that's acceptable though, because you were just a kid. This was like a 60-year-old homeless man standing
Yeah.
in the
Also, I
bathroom
didn't
with me while I'm
walk in.
pissing.
Jeez.
That reminds me of another time when I was little, and this was before I knew how
Oh, no.
urinals worked. And
Urinal?
I think I was in like, there was like this high school that has like this swimming pool in it, and like I think like my mom or something swam there after hours or something because it was open to everyone. And I was
She
like
swam to the school?
in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, and I remember being in there like waiting for her to like get done so we go home, and I'm like, man, I really gotta poop. So what I do is I walk into the men's bathroom,
Oh no!
and I'm like, it's not even that the stalls were taken; it was empty. No one was there, and I just sat
just
there and I
wanted
was
to
like,
try something.
you know what would be
Oh
fun?
no.
To just try these fun-looking toilets instead. So I sat and I pooped in a urinal.
all this poop talk is really reminding me of something that just happened like very, very recently. I was in a group of 3. We all had to go to the bathroom at the same time, so we did. Multiple person bathroom, all good. 2 guys went in a stall. I just peed, and there were 3 stalls, and we were just talking because we were friends, and we were like, one of my buddies was like, yeah, the guy in the 3rd stall must feel really awkward right now, and he kept talking to him. Oh, the hey guy in the 3rd stall, like there was someone there. He didn't know. My Dangus, who was there, he knew, and he didn't stop it. He was doing that knowing there was someone in there, but the other guy was like, he had no idea. And then just out when we're all out of the stalls, out walks the Walmart employee, and he's like, my buddy's just like, hey, and the guy's like, hi. And then he washes his hands and leaves.
That's
This kind of thing happens a lot to this guy. I remember it's always him and Dangus too. But Dangus was in a stall next to him. He didn't know that it was Dangus in the stall next to him, but he heard like pooping noises, and Dangus said that he heard like the other guy just laughing. So this guy was just laughing at the pooping noises of my buddy, not knowing that it was Dangus in the other stall.
What is wrong with the people that you know?
I love men's bathroom bits. I love it.
I love men's
I
bathrooms.
love men's bathrooms.
So another thing that I did. This is a story that I already told because I got this photo on Photo Roulette. But I was just in a stall next to one of my buddies, and I just took a picture of his feet and sent it to him.
That's good.
As
we
one
all,
does,
we
as
love
one
making
does.
eye contact at the urinals and talking about how we're making eye contact.
At least it's eye contact. You're not looking at anything
This
else.
is
so-
definitely something that separates
Maybe.
Wushi's group from the rest of us, I guess.
Separates the men from the boys.
You see, I will shout about condoms in a Walmart, but I will not laugh at someone pooping in a stall next to me. That's where I
You know what? You picked me as a guy who would talk to someone in the stall next to them, though, while you're both taking a dump.
I got another one. I got another story. So Dangus has a notification sound, and it's just him saying hi. So he's next to someone in the urinal.
I choked on my spit there for a second. Why?
What the heck?
Out of his
Hi.
phone comes like the most monotone hi. The other guy did not say a word.
Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
I hope he knew it was from the phone and not the I'm talking.
It sounds real. Every time he gets a notification, it's like, oh, is he saying hi?
Ooh.
That's really funny.
It's so good.
Goodness gracious.
Men's bathroom is probably the funniest setting ever.
See,
There
my
should be a
my
do-gooders
men's
episode
bathrooms were never
only
that
in a men's
interesting.
bathroom.
The men's bathroom does appear in the. That's why we're not giving too much away.
The only things that ever happened in the men's bathroom at like my high school or anything was just like people vaping, and you could go in there and you could
Typical
smell it,
high school
and
stuff.
It was just like, it was potent.
That sounds about right.
Ooh.
That's all that happened. It was
That's a
boring.
lot of-
It was boring. And there was
there's so
one
much-
time someone printed a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog that said "Nice cock" and put it on top of the toilets. That was funny. That was the only funny thing that ever happened in one of those bathrooms.
At what point do I realize that if I don't stop telling bathroom stories, I'm not gonna run out?
Now,
That's how you know you're
now
living
is
the dream.
Can I tell one more?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were at a summer camp, right? And Dangus had bought a cow toy, because it's not just me that's into cows. It's me and Dangus. And he bought a little cow toy. And what was really funny about this cow toy is that had like they modeled out like a pair of genitals for the cow. That's not relevant. That's just really funny.
Whoa.
They gave him like cow balls. So there's this cow, and we're at this summer camp, and Dangus is pooping. He has the cow with him for some reason. I don't know why, but he had it on the toilet paper dispenser, and he forgets the cow. So for like the entire camp, there's just this cow toy in the bathroom. And when we were going to get the bathroom back, it was the bathroom attached to one of the cabins that we weren't in. And we asked the guys, "Hey, did you guys see the cow toy?" And they got all excited, like, "Oh yeah, the cow toy, that's yours? Yeah, we love that thing. We've been talking about it this whole time. He's like a little buddy that keeps you company on the toilet." They got really excited, and then we got our cow back, and it's a great time.
That's awesome. Whack, are you alright there?
Wacko doesn't look okay.
Wacko, we're gonna make so many men's bathroom stories when I meet you.
How? Okay, I'm not. Really
You're looking a little perturbed there, Wacko. Are you doing alright? You don't want to make some bathroom stories with him?
I already have one too many.
Oh.
Oh, you can never have enough.
Brandon,
There's not
Give us a
enough.
man.
Yeah.
how's the FNAF video going?
Let me tell you. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten that question from like friends, family, coworkers, just like everyone. It's going though. Like I feel
Everyone
like
knows about it.
I'm making good time. I am making good time on it. Like the time frame I said it's gonna be out, we're getting there. It's gonna be. I'm pretty confident. We're on time. Although I am in a bit of a mental dilemma right now, because there's a joke I want to put in the video, but I don't know if I should, because it involves
Keep it.
me getting super
it.
super naked. And my
Oh.
now normally I really like getting naked in my videos because it's funny. However, this one video in particular.
In your video? Oh, what kind of? Wait, on your YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Or are we making different kind of videos?
no, it's a thing. Smash Max and I joke about it all the time. We're like, he always says, "How naked is Brandon gonna get in this video?" Because I'm always taking off a piece of clothing in almost all my videos, at least the more recent ones. And so for this one, I had one where I was like almost completely naked, and I have the joke. It's written out. I haven't filmed it yet, and I'm debating on if I want to put it in, because I know for a fact that my boss and coworkers are going to be watching this one in particular. I don't think they've seen my other videos, but I know they're going to watch this one. So I'm like, I don't know.
Keep it.
I was watching old
100%
Nathaniel
keep
Baby,
it,
and he did that
please.
surprisingly often. So he's like surprisingly
It's
often.
funny.
So like
Do it.
I could see it.
It's hilarious though, because it is a funny joke. It's not the funniest thing I've ever written, but I do kind of like it. It's pretty funny, but I'm just like, do I do it? Because I know my boss is
I
gonna
remember
see this.
this
I
is
know
far
my
from the
coworkers
only
are gonna see
dilemma
this.
you've had to go
Yes.
through with this video. I remember when you were on that that FNAF song Discovery.
I got it figured out. It's
Nice.
fine.
That's
It's fine.
good.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that
good.
too, because that was very disheartening.
You
But
like
but it's
freaked out
alright.
that like
It's
half
alright.
the songs you wanted to use were made by no people. Like
It's not that I wanted to use them. It's that I already
that.
did.
Yeah.
The song was done.
Yeah. So it was even more of a problem. But it's good you've got it figured out.
So it was even more
yeah.
of a problem.
I remember that
But-
call when you were crashing out.
I think a lot of it is just like separating the art
Yeah.
from the artist at that point, because like at that point. I mean, I could recommission the song. There isn't much I could do. I mean, there is a few things I could do, but none that would be like nothing I could do for free.
Yeah.
Unless I like stole a song on YouTube or something. But I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
You know, it's like it's not even like I'm not even taking the original song. It's a rendition of it made by a separate person.
Yeah.
So it's like it's whatever. It's whatever, man.
Have you
whatever?
background checked the separate person?
But the composer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Alan Riddick.
No. What?
Yeah.
No, you said it was you like.
Oh, so it's a
you
commission.
had it done by a different composer.
So it's a
right?
commission?
Yeah, the song is it's a rendition of a song made by a composer that I commissioned.
Yeah.
Did you background check the commissioner?
I mean,
the commissionee.
I mean, I don't know how much background check I could do other than just looking at his socials, but
if
I'm
people
pretty sure
aren't trying
I haven't
to
seen anything.
trying to destroy him, if there's no like twit longer, you're fine.
I just look up his name and then twit longer to see if anything shows up.
But like,
No, but
yeah,
it's Alan Riddick.
yeah,
though,
because
he's,
like,
I basically know him from like because like everybody commissions that.
Oh,
guy.
yeah, that's like
he's
a
like the
thing
guy
for
that all the small creators.
all of our community has at least thought about commissioning that guy before because he's done
Yeah.
Scott the Woz, and which it
Sten commissioned him
yeah.
for his
that
for
was
his indie
that was
game video
really
for the
cool.
credits.
I was like, yo, he just used the credits video and we're all in that. The credits for the indie games video was so funny because I saw it, because I was like the very last one of the, I was like, oh hey look it's me, which is whatever. But then what's even
Gary.
cooler was directly after that it was like additional help, and then at the bottom of there it just says spaghetti, and then right underneath spaghetti is whooshy. And like, oh yeah.
You weaseled me into it because was it because of my logo and like
It
the art I
was.
did for and
It was.
wasn't Ventus
It's because you
using
did
your,
Ventus's stuff.
Yeah, Ventus. Yeah,
Actually-
Ventus was
I
using
think-
my characters I made.
Who
for
else
at
have
that
you
point.
in Australia have you done art for? Like,
Pretty much all of them
Right.
at this point. Well, not all of them, but a lot.
Not
of
me. Not yet. I'm
we
gonna
can-
commission
we
you.
can
You
change
better
it.
prepare
I
yourself.
I
You better
told
prepare.
myself I was gonna
You're an
stop doing
Australian?
art for people, but for the people I haven't done art for yet, I might have to give a free
because like
pass.
I've thought about it and I'm like,
Whoosh, you
And I'm
haven't
like,
made
you
art
may
for
have-
me yet.
Yes, you gave me money to do it, and I really appreciated that.
I've
You don't know how much is in here, but it's for you.
because I was thinking about it, and it's like
Nothing.
I'm
It'll be
probably
for
not
you
the
soon.
only
That.
person who your art appears in that video. If I really thought about it, but yeah, I as soon as the credits showed up, I was like, I have to show Spaghetti this. He's in the credits of this charity video.
Simon K, you and Ventus got a good deal too. You got like a bunch of reuse. You got stuff that you can reuse for as long as you want.
Pretty
and Wacko
much.
got like and that was by his own request. But Wacko got thumbnails that he only uses once.
Yeah,
But now I gotta look at it and go, wow, look at
thumbnails.
it.
The
Well,
thumbnails are
it
really
is
good.
always there now. It is
Yeah.
always like a part of Wacko's history, and they look good. They look good.
That was
the second, third, and fourth.
that was
to
another
last video.
conversation. That was like the
No. There's a
going back to the Alan Riddick thing. I thought about doing that for like the Odyssey video at one point, and then it was like, thinking back to 2023 and 2024, part of a good lot of the majority of the people that were in this community from the start had this huge Scott the Woz like era of talking about
Yeah.
how much we were trying to separate ourselves from making content that was too similar to Scott. So at that point it's like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Not because like he's a cool guy, he's a great guy, but the association because that's what people know him for.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the big thing like 2 years ago where like
It was such a huge
he
discussion.
was almost like Voldemort for a second. We were like, we do not speak his name.
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But it's
People
like,
people were like,
I feel like now it's just like whatever, man. Like I know
Right.
I was, because I used to be embarrassed. Like when people would say, "Who was your inspiration for starting your channel?" I'd be like, "Oh, like I would be inspired by a lot of different channels." That was a lie. That was a lie. It was Scott the Woz.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was trying to fool. Like now I'm like, yeah, I was inspired.
See,
like
everyone
I'm
says
confident
that.
in my own
'cause
style now. So like
Wacko was not
whatever.
He was largely not even though he made a like a joke parody, he
was
he
not a
was not
Scott
a part
fan.
of this whole discussion. Really, this was like one of the.
I was Ant Dude.
This
dude.
was one of the.
Ant Dude.
This is one of the big things that we.
Dude.
It's just like honestly like a really, not like a big deal, but it's like the thing we talked about for months on end when we all first met was how, oh, hey, we all were maybe a little too inspired by Scott for a good while. Now we're trying to do our own thing.
I would never be like him at all. No, yeah, that was basically my attitude like in 2023. It was dumb.
Yeah, and
it was
now
dumb.
and now
'Cause
we
I,
have
like,
now that we have mostly separated ourselves from it, it's like whatever. That was just a thing that was in the past, and some people know about it, some people don't. We're doing our own thing now. It's okay.
See,
Yeah,
whenever that
basically.
conversation came up, I would always just get quiet because I never really fell into that category. Not because I wasn't trying to copy Scott the Woz, but because I was really bad at it. When I was in
Yeah,
my
I
gaming
was too.
phase, I was very inspired by Scott the Woz, even though my videos didn't really reflect it. No, I always got really quiet because at that point I was just like, I'm not even doing gaming videos anymore.
Yeah.
All I see when Scott the Woz is like really funny videos, so I'm just gonna like not talk right now. In terms of inspiration, I don't even know where to go. I know what to compare myself to in terms of videos that aren't out yet,
Yeah.
but all my previous videos, I don't really know what to compare myself to.
I had a lot to say back in the day, like whenever that topic was brought up, like copy Scott, because I mean I'm still strong opinionated about like the things that are gonna happen when you start out like with anything new. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't just create something from nothing. You need that
Yeah.
launch
I mean-
pad to get yourself started, and that comes in like the form of being inspired by people who make similar stuff
Yeah,
that you're
people-
interested in. It's a natural
It's
thing.
like the saying it's a natural thing. I think is a bait.
Like
No, it's a big thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that happened in the I think it was a mindset shift very like not recently, but like more so viewing it as a natural thing because I remember, I don't know if you guys watched like this. Now we're actually talking about like the Scott the Woz interview with Jack's Films where he talked about. I think he said something like, "Oh yeah, I was like when I was a kid, I was a huge AVGN clone. Like I would like steal jokes and
Yeah.
stuff." And it's like hear that coming from him. It's like yeah, like this. Like everyone, clearly not everyone, but a lot of people did do that. And I guess the difference is we just did it on the internet for multiple years, and then we grew out of it like most people do. And
Except for when it tried to crawl its way back in like what was that last year or
yeah,
something?
it's
what's
like
up?
we've already talked everything that could be said about it. We've already said in 2023 and 2024 because there were so many of us that were in the exact same situation. It was honestly kind of like that was one of our first jokes was like, oh, we were all Scott the Woz people. In the same, and we all somehow met in the same server because of Smash Max, and I say like Smash Max does not like being called like a super like leader, but he was the guy who that was like the one thing like he really did to really build this community was invite with the crusty Nick Fury image, like so many people,
I do remember that.
Who to this server.
I'm assembling a team.
And that all started with the Lemleyton video. I want to talk to Lemleyton more, because he interviewed a bunch of people. I don't know if you were in it, but he interviewed a bunch of people that are still in the community to this day.
I remember. Oh my god, I forgot about
Yeah.
that video. Yes, I do remember that. I also remember the video that like last year where I can't remember the
The
name
Magic
of the channel.
Mush video.
Where he made the video about the Scott clones.
Yeah, and that was
Dude,
that was a
remember
big
what the
deal.
name of that guy
I
was.
watched some Magic Mush videos like after I had seen the Scott Clones video, and I was like, I really like this guy. And then I checked his channel. I was, oh, it's the guy that made the Scott video.
That's the most prominent video I think I've ever been in so far. That's gonna be my legacy for a while.
I ended up really enjoying Magic Mush. after watching more than just that video. So
Yeah.
take out of that what you will.
You know, the April Fool's video I made last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. The one where you like doing all the different styles of like
I
all
did
of us.
a parody of a bunch of different people that we know. Like I did Bubba the Time Cat, a bit of Brandon Bound. I did not do Wooshi because he's not cool enough.
Well, what are you even supposed to do with
Like,
it?
I don't know.
the
I was like,
predicament.
Wooshi doesn't.
And that's why I really
I
want
don't
to
know.
get.
The most
And most of the
fitting thing
comments
he
are
did
like-
was put him as a funny cow in my segment.
Yeah.
I did. But most of the comments are just like from the people that I parodied going, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh, that's funny. Or just like a couple people that we know, they're like, well, that's good video or whatever. But there's one comment from one guy I don't know. And he says, it's fine. Scott the Woz himself condones plagiarism. And I do not know
it's like,
what he's
that's another thing that I
talking
could go
about.
on about is YouTube comments don't know what the heck they're talking about, because if you
They do
actually
not.
watch
Like-
that, if you actually watch that video,
Is
it's like what does Scott the Woz have to do with literally any of this?
Yeah, is he saying that I'm copying Scott the Woz, or is he saying that I'm copying other people and Scott, or some other random dude not relevant, is okay with it? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
that was like you would get comments and some of them were intelligent, some of them were nice, some of them were not, some of them were just unintelligent, and you would get the full display of colors.
God.
It's like there was the common joke was like you make jokes in your video game video, you're Scott the Woz.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, you made
Whoa.
a joke in your game review. You're such a clone. You're such a ripoff. Go get out of here.
I can't even get mad at that because I fell for that
I
trap.
did too.
Because I was
No,
like,
I did too. Absolutely.
I was like, because I watched Ant Dude. Ant Dude's like, he's not
Antu's just his own thing.
humorous, but also
He's not trying to be funny.
He like sometimes he'll say funny stuff. Yeah, he's not like, oh, let me be a comedic YouTuber. He's like, let me talk about the game and actually review it. But also, occasionally there'll be something funny. But he was like my biggest influence. And there's actually one unreleased video that I recorded at a desk to like look like Ant Dude, and that never came out. And then I ended up sitting at a desk anyway in the later videos. But anyway, point is, I was like, hey, I'm gonna do an April Fool's video, and like I'd been recommended a bunch of videos being like how great Scott the Woz is. And I was like, oh yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos. I might as well watch these. And they're like, Scott the Woz tells jokes like this. He does this. He's a good YouTuber. Yada yada. And then I was like, hey, for April Fool's, I should do a Scott the Woz video. And I like in my head I was like, okay, I'll do the Scott the Woz stuff. I'll tell jokes and I'll do live action. Because that was the things that like were like the big things that Scott did that I didn't do. And so that's all I did to be like Scott, even though like that's not very Scott focused. It's just the big differences between me and him, and so I thought it was very Scott related,
It's
but
just
it wasn't. And so
doing
looking back,
things
the video's not
that
Scott
that
the Woz
he
at
also
all.
does.
Now-
It's not like copying
It's just
his
like
style.
dumb.
I do have to admit, right? I can't just go out here saying like, oh, everybody's just making these baseless accusations like, oh my God,
Yeah,
you made
yeah,
a
no,
joke
that's
about in a
not-
game review. He's obviously like Scott the Woz. I can't say that with full sincerity because in my first couple videos, it was more than just making jokes in a game
no,
review.
that's not what
I
it
had a
actually was.
border. It was the same setup. I had an
Yeah.
intro and outro.
Like
It was very like I can't
Like,
I
it's-
can't
yeah.
just be like jokes in a review was the only
it's like I
similarity
said,
at
there
first.
were
It was
there
not.
were comments who were right, and there were comments who were also right, but just also completely wrong about other things because you
Yeah.
would get people who were nothing like him who would get the comparison comments like it's like what, but you would also get comments from people that were like I died.
I agree, Simon.
But,
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
That one's a
it's like
decent amount
they
for some
were
reason.
right that we were a little too focused on being just like Scott, but then some of them were just focusing on the weirdest things about it, especially when we started to move away from it. It's like, oh, you have skits. Like some of them were like that, and some of them were like, not that this is a bad thing. You would get that comment a lot, but you have a lot of similarities, and it would actually be really smart. And like I said, you would get the full spectrum.
I did get like 2 or 3 comments that were like, "Hey man, I understand, like, you know, like obviously you're just starting out, but I would focus more on like trying to find your own style." And like I always was, even from the beginning. Like it just took me a bit, but that was, I got a few of those, and that was nice. But a lot of them were literally just like, quit. Why are you even trying? You're such a rip. Like people thought I was doing it to try and like, you know, just cheat my way into like success.
Yeah,
when obviously that's how that would work.
Comment you get, because
people,
no one does that.
A lot of people just don't realize is that this is always something that you just need to sort of feel out, especially when you're starting out as a kid. You just need to feel it out, work with what you've got, and just start. And then after you started, that's when it just turns into more. It's the same with. This is an analogy only I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's the same as sort of developing an art style. Sort of. You know, you just start with like, you say, oh, I like how this thing draws eyes. I like how this thing draws mouths. I like how they do their line art. I'm gonna put all this together, and I'm just gonna do this. And the more you draw this character, the more it's like subconsciously refined to like, one, something completely original to you, and two, something that you're completely happy with and satisfied with. It just slowly adjusts to your own preferences, just entirely subconsciously, because not every human being is the exact same person, and that's how it works when you make things creatively.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like I was not intending for us to actually talk about this, but I guess we haven't talked about it on Arcanex really before that much. So I guess it's okay. We can talk about it this once, even though it's been years since we talked about this.
I mean, yeah, like,
yeah, well, like,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I did the Scott the Woz video and I put jokes in live action segments, I was like, that was a lot of fun. Why don't I just always do that? And then like I like reset Wacko. There was now live action stuff. There were now more jokes. I was like, this is more fun. And then like as that went along, the jokes kind of faded, cause like, you know, years ago when I first started, the videos were just like I was talking about the game in the most bare bones, boring way. I'm like the videos that I hate the most, like the Shovel Knight video, I hate it because I don't talk about the game much. I just talk about the town, and then I list everything you can do in the town, and that is the majority of the video. And I'm like, that is the stupidest video that I've ever made. I'm just like listing the things in town. That's not even most of the game. What's wrong with me? And then like, I did that way too much for a bunch of stuff, and it's all stupid. But like, then when the Scott the Woz stuff happened and I switched to doing more jokes, the focus was the humor. And then, like, from there, I was actually thinking about writing and, like, trying to be entertaining and saying intelligent stuff. And then I moved from the jokes being the point to, like, the intelligence being the point. And then I kind of, like, there were still some jokes, but the focus is more on, like, I'm going to make a point in this video. The video exists because I'm trying to say something, not because I'm trying to make you laugh. Like, you can laugh, but I want you to, like, leave the video thinking of something different than what you came in with the video. And that's how I like eventually moved towards, and that's where I am, or that's where I was. I'm done now.
I mean, nowadays I like looking at our content, like the Metroid Dread video that Wacko made in its current form, it wouldn't have really been possible if we hadn't finally found our own style.
Yeah. Because I could distinctly tell the difference between like who he's trying to be. Man, I do. That
was something I was
actually
I was proud of that moment when the Metroid Dread video came out. It was like, wow, look at all these cool, different, unique styles now.
I know, it's so fun.
I remember when Smash Max, he said he watched it and he was like, wow, this is one of Wacko's best videos. This is so funny.
I remember
not knowing
that
I was intensely trying to be like him. Like, no, yeah, of course you liked it.
Yeah, I remember I
do find it so unfortunate. I really wish that at that point I had established the type of videos I'm trying to do now. And even at this point, like, I haven't fully leaned into it. Like, my most recent video is nothing like
same.
what I want to do now.
Like,
and but 10 years deep is sort of in there. It's a lot like, I think the best comparison I can make, I don't know if you guys have seen Brain Dump, but that's a really
yes!
good YouTube
Yes! I love that show.
I showed an
Yeah.
episode to Wacko too. I don't know if he remembers it. It was the 3D animated video about fascism. That was like
Yes.
one of the best.
I
videos
know
I've
that
ever
guy.
seen.
Where the cartoon ghost drinks a glass of
So
cum.
yeah, so Brain Dump is a YouTube show
It's the fascism
about.
one.
It's less a YouTube channel. It's more of a show about a YouTuber, and the episodes are the videos, and it's just this guy trying to be an artist and like be a YouTuber and find fulfillment in that, but it keeps getting derailed by his cartoon ghost roommate, and it's just such a great premise, and I want to sort of expand on that type of idea of I'm not going to copy him by any means, but just like have the videos derail into something that they were never meant to be.
Yeah, it's like
and
it's
make
like
the
that's how
video more about that
inspiration
and
works.
do more character writing.
That's just how, yeah.
And more, because that's what I enjoy. I love character writing and I love doing cool visuals. So that's what I want to lean in. I want to treat Wushi's property like less of a YouTube channel and more like a show.
Yeah, like that's how inspiration works. It's really cool.
I love that.
I totally get where you're
Yeah.
coming from, Wushi, because I feel the exact same way. Where I've been getting more and more interested in like character writing, more so than I am like reviews and stuff. Like I still like doing reviews and stuff, but I'm finding myself enjoying doing character writing more, which like really shines through in the last few videos I made, where a lot of it is just two characters interacting about something. I found that I really like doing that, so that's kind of
Exactly,
what
yeah.
I'm going to be leaning towards more in the future.
Yeah.
Good. So what my videos are sort of entail, because I know what I'm talking about, none of them are even out yet. It would be sort of me doing a project, like I made this in Blender or whatever, and it would be documenting that process. But in between that, there would be like character. I made this little character that won't be introduced for a little bit, but I made a little character for me to interact with, just sort of a little sidekick character. And I have like some amount of. I'm thinking about doing something of an overarching plot going on in the background. That's a lot of fun. That's nothing but fun. So I'm just fleshing out so many ideas. I'm so excited to put my sort of first video. I'll call it the main series, Wushi's Property, the main series. And I'm so excited to get the next one out. I was trying to get it out in February, and there's one really cool thing that I'm doing that is making it take longer, but it's going to be so good, and I'm really excited.
I'm hype. This is exciting. I love it. The creative process. It's so fun.
Yes.
Well, not to be the bearer of bad news, but it's
I
been
saw that.
over 2 hours.
Yeah, we should probably
Oh yeah.
sign that things off here.
Are we able to end this? I gotta get to Waffle House.
He's got to get to
My
Waffle
side
House.
quests are
well,
aligning.
we shouldn't keep you waiting then.
Yeah. All right, send us off, Simon Cat. It's your episode.
Okay, I got a great way to send us off.
Bye. And recording.
One time I'll end this with a fun story. That corn-fed white boy thing I said like an hour ago, a completely different topic. That was that.
Goodness gracious.
The first place I ever heard that is a memory I have is this pastor telling me to my face that he was a corn-fed white boy. And he
Pastors are always
Yeah.
saying stuff like that. It's always pastors.
his dad was also a pastor, and I remember he one time said in a service, in front of the whole congregation, he said, you know, they used to call me a cracker back in high school.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
See, yeah. You gotta find a pastor that can make you die. Well, laugh.
That would be a bad pastor.
You got to find a pastor that'll make you die.
I meant from laughter.
They're always cool guys.
course, of
Pastors
course.
say the darndest things. All of them that I've met.
There was waffling about
That's
this
a
guy
quote.
called
Pastors
God. I
say
never
that.
know what they're talking about, man.
He's stupid. Like, got swallowed by a whale. Ugh.
Yeah, what the heck,
Silly guy.
All right. Before we go overboard, that was this episode
Yep.
of Arcanex. I don't know what the number is. So don't
35.
ask me.
That is episode number 35.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
If
Thanks for having me.
check out Brandon Bound on
Thanks
his
for being
YouTube
here,
channel.
Brandon.
This is our guest. We
Oh,
forgot.
check
We
out
almost
Brandon's
forgot.
He's making something really cool that I'm really excited for.
Brandon Bound.
And I don't even care about Five Nights at Freddy's, but I'm really excited for what he's doing.
So that no one could hear what we're saying about him because he's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm making a movie. It's
he's
coming
making
out this
something
year.
Really cool.
Yeah.
He's making me excited about a video about something I don't care about, and that's very impressive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Movie.
This girl who likes FNAF.
If you like
She's
FNAF,
a fake
watch
fan.
it. If you hate FNAF, watch it.
It's
It'll
gonna
be
be
great.
really cool.
No,
I guarantee you're gonna get
hold
something
up,
out of
hold
it,
up,
whether or not you
hold
like
up.
it. And I don't
If
even.
you're a
I
woman,
don't
watch
even-
it.
I haven't seen it because it's not out.
Hold up. There's this girl and she has a FNAF keychain. And I was like, hey, you like FNAF? She's like, yeah. She was like, I was like,
Okay,
well,
I'm
who's
ending my
keychain? I was
recording.
like, "Oh, Funtime Foxy. And then she goes, I like Funtime Foxy and I like Lulbit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Do you know what game Lulbit's from? She's like, no. I'm like, wow, fake fan. That's a good story.